and welcome to MD Global Muscle Radio here at the Pub Meter Studios with me, your host, Giles Thomas, and joined by AJ, all the way from Norway. AJ!
British Grand Prix edition.
Episode 27.
Episode 27.
Yes.
Good to be back.
Yes, you went to the British Grand Prix. I was actually unable to go. Cinderella, unfortunately, could not go to the ball. I was at home scrubbing the floors.
No, you weren't. But there were at least a lot of people asking about you at the Grand Prix. At least you were missed.
Thank you.
Most of them were actually girls too.
I was going to say mostly. Was it women?
Yeah, it was.
No.
Age group 21 to 38.
Oh. Okay. I don't know how to react to that, AJ.
You're not used to that, eh?
Oh, I'm used to it.
So, but Chris, what a horrible way to get there and get home. I'm not sure. Chris?
AJ, did we seen a bit of a pattern of travel problems?
To watch bodybuilding in the UK, in Watford, I had to do what?
Gay for pay?
No. So, is there something wrong, Chris? No, something's not wrong. So, the plane to go to England was at 7:55 in the morning.
Okay.
So you got to be at airport at like 6:30. That means no sleep on Sunday.
Yeah.
Not on Saturday night, no sleep.
What about Friday night?
It was a party.
Because you said, Giles, I've had no sleep for 2 days and I've had no food all day. I said, well, for one thing, you could have slept Friday night. And
Yeah,
another
but
thing,
partied.
and another thing, there is food available in Watford.
I was such a celebrity that I couldn't have time to eat. Everybody wanted a picture. I don't know what to do.
Okay.
You don't say no to the fans because you're hungry.
Okay.
So anyway, I came to to London.
Yeah.
I had to take an Uber. Mm-hmm. It wasn't 20 minutes, as our friend Ian said. It was more like 45.
Okay.
Anyway, when I was there to go to film today, I had to take 3 trains.
Yep.
From Watford. 3 trains, Chris.
Yep.
At 12 at night to Leeds with big luggage, sweating, no food,
Oh.
and nothing. 3 trains.
It was literally like a sequel to the film Planes, Trains and Automobiles.
Horrible. But what a great day it was at the show.
Yep.
Did you watch it, Giles, at home?
No. No, I was busy. No, listen, I need to create some context here. The reason I couldn't go was, AJ, while you're off swanning off, having your fun, shaking hands, having pictures
it wasn't
with...
that fun with all the buses and the 3 trains.
Having pictures with pretty ladies. I was at home doing the work for the tours.
I'd rather do
Ronnie
that than
show,
all those trains.
organising our 57 guests for the next 3 episodes of Global Muscle. It's
Actually, each time I said, let's have the guests on, you said, AJ, stop talking about the guests now.
AJ, I will be honest, I've probably had... I think I'm averaging about 1 meltdown a day at the moment.
What does that... What happens when you have a meltdown?
A breakdown, a kind of like a complete. I don't want to use the word. Mental. Yeah, like an episode.
Yeah.
It's kind of like where you're kind of doing 50 different things at once, and you're invoicing, and you're speaking to promoters, and you're because of the Phil Heath, and we're starting out the next. We've got 4 pro tours, and I'm trying to do all these different things, and then
4?
and then
What's
you
number
start,
4?
and then you just kind of message me when I'm like, I was actually editing a load of videos. So for the promoters, and I was doing that. And when I'm in, it's like, Chris will appreciate this. When you're in the creative process, you're in the zone. You need, you know what I mean? You kind of, and then a message comes just at the wrong time from one of your best mates in the world who you love dearly, who you couldn't be without. And then you just go crazy.
Tell me your schedule now with all this. How do you...
You haven't got long enough, mate. No, it is. I mean, but you know what?
You wake up.
I went to see my NLP coach, and I was thinking something, and he said, Giles, be careful what you wish for. He said, because you came in here, because I have sessions with a NLP coach. He's like
what's an NLP coach for people?
Neuro-linguistic program, and I'll be going every 2 weeks. He was basically, when I first started going, he was more like a therapist, and now he's become like a sort of life and business coach.
How much is this for people at home? How much does this cost?
I pay £80 for a 2-hour session, and it really helps me to lay everything out. It keeps me. It's like you're diarising your life, like a diary. You're talking to someone who's discussing all aspects of your life, and he's and it's just kind of, because life's speeding up a lot at the moment, which I'm very happy about. But obviously, with it come responsibilities and not stresses, because it's challenge.
So we started with
challenge.
just Global Muscle, one guest.
Yeah.
In November, wasn't it?
6 months, 7 months ago, yeah.
And now it's evolved to 4 guests per time. A lot of planning.
Yeah.
It's evolved to Phil Heator.
Phil Heath tour, yeah.
Brandon Curry. Have we announced it yet?
Well, Brandy hasn't. We've discussed the dates and we've discussed all the financial side and the kind of the terms and everything. And she's just yet to say yes, okay, 100% go. I think
She said yes yet.
I just need to speak. Well, she came to me with the dates that were available. Okay. So I've gone and said, I put a proposal and said, this is how I want it to be. And she's going, okay, then I'll speak to Brandon tonight. But I've not followed it up because I've been busy with other things. So I think it's 90% yes. But also we've got more tours.
What's the third tour?
I don't want to say yet. I don't want to say yet because that's really kind of not pinned down.
What's the fourth tour? No, we don't say it. No. Yeah. We can get so many haters when we say it. I just don't want to. Yeah, I've got some. What do you think of the idea of the one that wasn't in this country with that person? That. Oh.
Yeah.
So
yes,
British Grand Prix.
What was it like, AJ? Come on, tell me.
Are we gonna watch?
Oh yeah, Chris, could you bring up the video, the YouTube video? This was filmed by George White, one of our lovely viewers, friends, good friends.
I sat better than the judges. I sat with the judges.
You were on stage.
I was a judge that day.
Well, yeah. Oh,
so let's go back. Is this the beginning?
Yeah. Come on, AJ, take us through it.
Okay.
Who have we got?
So you can pause it for a second. Pause it there.
He looks so good on the big screen.
Or maybe
both of them, obviously.
Let's wait to the double by here, and you can pause it there.
Wait till it hits the vacuum.
Wait,
bang,
there. We can stop. So everybody in the show, everybody in the arena, everybody said who's gonna win before the show. Every 99.9.9.9 says Nathan Asha.
Yep.
Everybody had Nathan Asha.
No surprise there.
Nothing.
Yeah, no surprise.
Nathan Asha came out. Okay, just press play then.
Yep.
You've seen him many times in the flesh. What would you say about this condition?
That's the best condition I've seen him. I think he was, to be honest, I think he is a little bit downsized, but I think it's enhanced his shape. You see, I prefer this look to the look that he brought to the New York Pro when he won it last year. Last year, the New York Pro, he was kind of just huge and as big as possible. But this look, I prefer it. He's sharper. Like, I've never seen the condition in his lower body. That's the one thing for me that always held Nathan back. AJ, was the condition in his lower body. And now he's literally skinned. He looks skinless. I mean, look at the glutes. Look at the glutes, the hamstrings. He's not even flexing them, and there's no skin on them. It's incredible.
So, okay, pause it there 1 second, maybe. So, there, look at Nathan. Okay, so I talked to Nathan and Matt Jensen,
Matt Jensen, yeah.
his coach, before the show. They told me he's going to come in with epic condition.
True.
Not focus so much on the size.
Yeah.
They're going to come in, so they was coming in this super shredded.
I think it enhances his lines, his physique lines, and
so
his flow.
He came out in the Asha. I was very impressed to see him in the flesh. Looked very good. The first thing people noticed was, wow, look at this condition. Then we didn't think so much more. It was just condition, like, wow.
Yeah.
Then Samson Dauda came out. Oh, whoa. People didn't even know what to... Because Samson Dauda gained a lot of size, man. Proper size.
AJ, I've just remembered something. Remember how you and I reacted when we saw some pictures of him 4 months ago, saying he was 300 pounds?
We thought he may be
skeptical.
Put on another 30 pounds there.
We were like, no. But what do you think now?
So Samson came out.
Yep.
We were like, what's going on here? And then he hit the most muscular. When he come out alone.
Yeah.
I was like, ooh, and people
which most muscular? The crab, not the hands clasped.
It was like, maybe we'll see it now. Take a look now if they turn around. So can you know Samson is, you see now, who's biggest, Samson or Nathan?
Samson.
There you see.
Yeah.
So,
but he's not. But Samson is not as crisp as Nathan.
We're not talking about that. We're not saying Samson should have won.
And you know what I'm seeing on? He's got some scapular problems on the left. Samson. He's not on his lat spread and his radial bicep. I think he needs to get some tissue release work.
The point was nobody expected Samson to be competitive versus Nathan.
What? Oh, you mean against Nathan, not just in the show?
No.
Right.
Did you expect that? Pause it there. Oh, look at that shot.
Well, AJ, if you watch the Ronline preview,
Look there. Pause it there. Look at Samson, guys.
I think he's still a little bit of a diamond in the rough. I think there's a
Look
few.
at that shot.
There's a few areas that need tidying up. I think he needs to get a bit more crisp condition, but that's a lot of new size he's got there. Look at that. Oh my God.
Look at that, man.
Do you know what, AJ? Do you know what? I was going to say this in the car, but I didn't want to spoil it. I had a conversation with someone at the end of 2017. To give you some context, in 2017, at the British Championships, the Amateur British Championships, which was won by James Hollinshead and the overall, Samson took 5th place in that, in the super heavyweights. And it was obviously a good standard. A few weeks later, he won the, it was after the split, but it was the other side of the IFBB. He won it, but they still said, the Pro League said they would still honour the Pro card for the Pro League if they wanted it. Samson obviously took the Pro League card. And I remember having a conversation with someone very, very key in the industry who said, no, I won't say. And he said, he says, I don't think Samson really, I think they're giving out Pro cards too easily. I don't think Samson is worthy of a Pro card. I think, because he only took 5th place at the British. Now, let's just fast forward to 20 months later. Look at that.
So the people...
He's there, like, giving hell to a guy who is top 7, top 8 in the Olympia.
Here the people went crazy. Here. Because it was a two-man show. There was nothing else. Well, there was other people. Yeah. I'm saying this was... Look at the back. People were going... Yeah. I was standing here shouting.
AJ, from Romania, how much heavier was he, Samson?
Well,
maybe we could ask him.
Maybe we can ask him in 50 minutes. Samson is coming on the show. So Nathan had a great crowd reaction.
Yeah.
Samson had here's James Hollingshead. Obviously, you see the tan is running off there, and
that's a tattoo. That's a tattoo. That's not his tan running. That's a tattoo on the left side of his stomach. The right side. Yeah, it's not his tan. It looks like tan running. I see what you mean. I do see what you mean there. So you've been dissing James for his tan, and it was a tattoo. Every show, he's always got the same area. The tan's running. Yeah, it's a tattoo. It's a tattoo. Yeah, his tan's actually quite good. So Paul James has been getting shit for his tan.
It's a little distracting then.
Yeah. But a lot of bodybuilders do have tattoos. Nathan's hamstrings. I think there's still room for improvement there for the Olympia, maybe. He still needs more drop. That's what it is. See, the hamstrings from the back are very, very good, but he still needs more hang.
What about the side there? Isn't that tan running?
Where?
On his glutes there?
It's very bright, very bright. It's the film with a phone, isn't it? Yeah. Is that Justin's head?
Who the hell knows? So that's James Hollingshead, top 3?
Yeah, fantastic, yeah. So James took 3rd at the Big Man Show in Benidorm. He took 8th place at the New York Pro. He was a bit of a last-minute entry, wasn't it? I think he said he wasn't doing it, and then he jumped in at the last minute. They said he was the mystery competitor.
But
who was the mystery competitor?
So the press conference that was on Two Bros Media before, we had... Oh, look at Samson here. Yeah. Look at Samson here. Look at the hams.
See, Samson's tan's running. That's actually not tan, that's oil.
Yeah, he's sweating oil. A lot.
Yeah, because his sheen isn't even, which is a little bit distracting. So you look at Nathan. Nathan's very polished.
Oh, Nathan is just Mr. Olympia.
I know this is a
super contender, man.
This is kind of like not great phone quality, but from the photos I saw, Nathan's tan and color was absolutely perfect.
Perfect.
Yeah, it was perfect. Yeah,
perfect. He looks really good in the flesh, Nathan.
Yeah. So how?
Anyway, so
Samson and Nathan aside, who stood out for you, and what did you think?
So the press conference leading up.
Oh, okay.
We had Two Bros Media. We had the guys. We had some dissing going on. We had some Luke Sandoe dissing.
Yeah, what was your reaction to that?
I was surprised they did it, since Luke Sandoe is a Two Bros are they?
Well, he has a regional show, I think.
Yeah.
It's part of the team.
It was. Here, by the way, Zach King Khan, the comeback.
Yeah.
So what do you guys think?
Well, I'm glad Zach was in condition.
Yeah,
he's obviously not as big as he used to be. I'm guessing it was kind of
that's a British 4-man. They had as you see.
I mean, that's Zach kind of downs. He's not as big, but he looks like he's in good condition now. I mean, the frontal bicep pings are popping, but I'm guessing that's not the biggest I've seen Zach. I mean, Zach's like a legit 270, 275 shredded. I mean, I think the lightest I've ever seen Zach was 258 at the 2009 British Finals.
So they had they had like calling out of Luke Sandoe that he didn't do the show.
Yeah. So what's your take on that?
Leading on to the show.
What's your take?
Okay. It's to try to hype the event.
Yeah.
But the only problem is Luke's not doing it. So by hyping it, by calling him out, is not as beneficial because he's not doing it.
Well,
and is it to hype him for next year? Is it to I don't know.
For me, I don't think you should really mention competitors that aren't in the show. Because if I was, say, James Hollinshead or Samson, I'd be thinking, why are they talking about a guy to wind up another guy to get a reaction out of Nathan? Because it's this thing about the Britain's number one bodybuilder.
And obviously, who's the Britain's number one bodybuilder? Let me hear you say it.
Nathan.
Who?
Flex Lewis?
Nathan is the
Sorry, Nathan, yes. No, he is very good.
He wanted to say Flex Lewis?
No. Well, yeah,
Flex Lewis is 212.
Oh, right. Okay. I thought you meant number one.
Hey, next year, can you imagine Flex and Nathan and Luke going? Then you have a proper who's the number one in the UK.
Flex Lewis versus Nathan D'Asha next year. Who wins?
Is Wales UK though?
Well, it's not an island.
Is it? It's the UK.
It's stuck. They've glued it onto the left hand side of England.
Okay.
So
look at the vacuum.
I've asked you a question.
What about what?
A 226 pound version of Flex Lewis up against Nathan D'Asha. Who wins?
So back. It's gonna be good to see.
Oh yeah.
Are they friends?
I think.
But have they done some training together, or do they speak?
They've never. No. Well, Flex. Nathan's been around since 2007 when he was intermediate. No, junior. Was a junior Mr. Universe. Flex was kind of already living in America by the time. Vacuum.
Whoa. Usually I'm not even a vacuum type of
I'm
guy.
not crazy about vacuums.
But on him is different.
It does, because of the way the abs look very kind of blocky. Not blocky. Oh God. Sorry, guy. I need to be more careful with my words. Yeah.
Flex Lewis Nathan. Back to the show.
Flex Lewis naked?
What?
Is that what you said?
I said Nathan.
Oh, sorry.
Wow, you're into Flex, huh?
I was like, okay, Jimmy.
By the way, Flex Lewis is going for the win in the year 2020.
The win?
He said to me he's going for the win in the year 2020.
Do you think he's got the potential to win the Olympia next year?
So if Nathan D'Asha wants to beat Flex, he's got to go for the win then. Flex one goes for the win.
Do you know what I'd like to see? I'd like to see Nathan D'Asha do a Arnold Classic, because I don't think he hasn't done the Arnold Classic yet. That's the one show I'd like to see him do. You know?
So the Two Bros Media event.
Plus Luke Sandoe's had third at the Arnold, so there's a...
So they hyped it. I like having a press conference.
Yep.
Makes a bodybuilding shows more prestigious. Don't you? Or
No, the Olympia press conference is fantastic.
the sound was a little bit, couldn't hear half of the guys speaking.
Would they have microphones or?
Yeah, but something was wrong with the recording, so we couldn't really hear what they were saying.
Okay.
But you got the gist of it.
I've only seen a couple of Instagram videos. I was at home scrubbing the floors.
So the only thing, the press conference, 20% of it was about Luke.
Oh no.
But I want to say, the one of the greatest speakers in the IBB, sadly he's not competing that much, is Zach Khan.
Yeah.
At the press conference, Chris, he stole the show. He talked about not giving up. He talked about legs that, and dissing social media, dishing people who don't have morale.
Yeah, but don't diss social media and then... I don't...
Not parts of the social media, about the prostitution on social media. I'm talking about. The naked pictures and the lack of content. Do
you know what you need to do? Unfollow. Come on, it's simple though. Don't moan about something.
He didn't moaning. He said in a very good... It was like a Nelson Mandela speech at the press conference.
I have a dream. No,
that's it's Martin Luther King, bro.
Yeah. I've actually got a meme.
Do you know the difference between Nelson Mandela and Martin Luther King?
Yeah.
What's Nelson Mandela known for?
What?
What's Nelson Mandela known for?
Well, he got apartheid.
What is he known for?
Going to jail. And then he was in house arrest for many years.
Martin Luther King, what's he known for?
I Have a Dream.
Yeah, so what is he known for?
I've got a really good meme actually of Martin Luther King holding a fish, and he says, "I have a bream." What? It's funny the things that pop into my head sometimes. Sorry.
No, Martin Luther King.
Yeah.
Very respected man.
Yeah.
Back
Not
to
like Bill Cosby.
Oh no.
R. Kelly.
Hey, okay, anyway now, back to bodybuilding. So the press conference was good. We had the guys, we had all, I like it. I like more, because for me, bodybuilding show is very prestigious. So we want as much hype as we can.
Yeah.
And so I will congratulate two bros for doing that. That was good. On to the show. We had Samson Dauda. We got Nathan the Asha.
Yeah, well, we've covered the top three now. Let's just talk about some
win.
of the other guys.
Samson, okay. Third place was James. In fourth was...
And, Lucas... No. Milan Shadek.
Milan Shadek.
Yeah, I was expecting...
We had him before the show. Most people had him in clear third.
Yeah, how did he look?
Oh, he was not his best.
He wasn't his best. Because Milan, I mean, he took third at the New York Pro. Milan is a real, he's detailed, he's complete. But from what I heard, people were saying he was quite off.
Press conference.
Still, fourth place, though, off.
Nah, but the lineup wasn't that good.
Okay.
It wasn't that deep of a lineup.
So do you think he even deserved fourth, or?
First, let's go over the names. Fifth, we had Lucas Wilder.
Lucas Weiler.
Oh, have you seen him?
You said on the play-by-play he was the biggest in the show.
Yeah, I'll take that back now.
now that your buddy Samson's in the picture.
But I was very impressed.
Okay.
Lucas Wilder, his frame is just out of this world.
Big dude, isn't he?
He's comes out like a robot, like a Terminator.
What was his posing like? Because his posing is quite good, normally.
It was very beautiful music, but it's a little bit robotic.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Can I say something? Yeah. Now, the person looking at us on the screen, we're kind of considering him to be one of the most innovative, the kind of posing we've been wanting to see for so long. He's bringing it. Romania, you said he brought the house down. And the posing, and he came on our show a few weeks ago and said, I practice posing for 30 minutes every single day. I'll be honest, the posing routine, or what I've seen of his posing routine, well, I think I've seen all of it, I wasn't as blown away as I expected.
It was a good routine. It was not excellent. That's the answer there. And we predicted excellent routine.
We expected it.
Yeah.
We expected excellent.
Excellent. We expect excellent.
Yeah.
That was good.
So Samson, we know you can do better than that. And it's like Sergio when he did that New York Pro routine, when he won the New York Pro 2017. His posing was mind-blowing. And then last year at the Tampa, it was it wasn't rehearsed. It was thrown together,
So most overlooked guy, I did not agree with the judging.
Okay.
People around me did not agree with the judging.
You're on about sixth place now.
Sixth place, Andrea Presti.
Yeah. How do you look?
I had him third.
You had him third?
I had him. I want to see him and James Hollingshead comparisons.
Right, okay.
On the side.
Are you basing that on his condition?
What condition?
Yeah.
Obviously, he does not have the thickness in the back.
Yeah. Well, he's 31 years old now, so he's still got time to thicken his legs.
But James, how old is James Hollingshead?
Hang on, Andrea Presti's got fantastic back.
No, I think they told him to get thicker.
In the back. His back's amazing. It's his his condition, his separation, his quality, but he just needs a bit more thickness in his legs and arms.
No, that's what they told him, I think, to get thicker in the back and get bigger legs.
Well, yeah, the legs need to be big. They're very well developed, the legs, but condition's great. But
Andrea Presti, man. Wow. I want to see him, James Hollingshead, compared.
Okay.
Because I had James and Andrea over Milan that day.
Right, okay. To be honest, I said in the Ronline preview I did with Ron Harris, I was really looking forward to seeing Samson versus James because James beat Samson at the 2017 British Finals. They then met again at the 2018 EVL Prague, where Samson then turned the tables and beat James. And now it seems that Samson...
So has Samson surpassed James now?
Well, it's 2-1. 2-1 now.
No, but he beat him in the... Well, isn't it...
Samson beat him.
Isn't it 2-2? 2-0? In the Pro League?
Well, the Pro League, but...
Yeah, amateur is amateur.
Yeah, but that's only 20 months ago, mate.
Okay, so he's beat him 2 times as a professional.
Oh, okay.
So he's only lost him as an amateur.
If you want to split hairs, fine. Yes, okay, fine.
So who do you rate that on the chart level in Britain? You have number one. We have Nathan the Asha, number one, or what?
Nathan 1, Luke a second, because Luke hasn't done the Olympia yet. Nathan has done 3 Olympias. He's been 12th, 7th, 8th. Nathan has won. I think this is Nathan's 5th pro win.
If you have other people than Nathan as number one, then there is based on potential or something. It's not based on results.
Well, sorry,
some people say
in terms of results and rankings, Nathan is number 1.
Correct.
Number 1.
So if
not the last season, not the overall, he's done 3 Olympias, 12th, 7th, 8th.
Imagine that first Olympia 12th, second Olympia 10th.
The second Olympia he took 7th, and you know what?
Should have been 5th.
He should have swapped with Sean Roden.
You're gonna get another.
I've already had shit off Sean Roden.
You're another voicemail now, but that's it.
No, I've had shit off. No, Sean Roden's because that was the year that. Well, we've talked about it.
Yeah,
it was the one where he didn't look his best, and I had him. I felt like he should have swapped with Nathan. I felt like Nathan deserved higher that year, and for me, that's probably the best version of Nathan I've seen at the Olympia.
So Nathan is UK's number 1 bodybuilder.
Yeah. Luke second.
Luke Sandoe, you have him in second?
Right.
Okay, so now it becomes a little bit tricky. Because remember, you got to put in... don't forget about the name Sasan. So who do you have? Because I heard you... Sometimes you go really on about Sasan, how good he was. I remember 2 years ago. He hasn't competed in God knows when. But
to me, Sasan Harati took second at the Cali Pro last year to Nathan. He took second the year before to Gerald Williams at the Cali Pro. And then he's kind of just, I don't know what's going on. I mean, I keep saying this. I will reach out to Sasan and find out what's going on. But because for me, Sasan is a pro show winner. He's a top 10 Olympia competitor all day long. And he's one of these guys that you just know once he takes that other step forward, you know he's going to be battling out. I mean, he was battling out with Nathan last year at the Cali Pro. What are you smiling at?
I'm just thinking about how epic you would do if he just did it. I saw Charles when he looked at it. He was like,
Are you noticing there's been a slight edit in this intro? AJ, I don't need a lot of encouraging. Look, AJ, I've had a good run. 25 years in the industry. I've had a good run. I've had a good run. I can hang up me posting truck. No,
hang up my
thong.
Yeah.
Hang up my journalist thong.
Oh, I remember the time you were in Dexter Jackson elevator and you dissed Dexter Jackson. You said Dexter looked like no, you didn't say that word.
No. I was that was the year he won the Arnold, but he had a lot of distension because he's very long waisted. And I got into the lift and there was Bob Chick and I've told this story before. Bob Chick and George Farr, and I said, and George says, "Hey Giles, what do you think? What do you think of Dexter?" And I went, I said, "Yeah, he looks great." I says, and I went, "Is he going to give birth tonight on stage?" Because the distension. Oh, he said, "No, it's because we carved him up on hamburgers." And I went, "Hamburgers?" I said, "Why?" And then the lift pinged. Turned around, went out the lift, and who'd been stood behind me in the lift?
Oh, Dexter Jackson.
Embarrassing. And I think karma...
That's why he doesn't want to come on the show.
I think karma bit me because the only time in 25 years I've ever frozen... it's like it was a combination of factors where he stopped talking. The question I had just kind of popped out in my head, and I just thought he was going to carry on talking. This was at the Olympia press conference. The Meet the Olympians, Olympia 2017, and he just stopped talking, and I just went, and I just completely lost it. I lost it, and I just dropped the mic and ran off. No, I didn't.
Just a quick before you ask, give me the Sasan answer. Just a quick to finish Grand Prix now.
Yeah.
Nathan the Asha. Clear winner.
Yeah. I'd like to see...
Clear winner.
Yeah, clear winner.
The condition was so good.
It must have been a clean score.
I'm not sure if he was downsized or Samson was so huge. I don't know. But it was, because I haven't seen him live before you have, but you didn't see him now, so it's hard for us to tell exactly the difference. But it was amazing condition.
Somebody said to me that Nathan was 3 pounds heavier, and I don't believe that.
I don't know.
I don't think he was heavier. I think he was lighter, but I think it, like I said, because for me, I've always wanted to see a little bit more refinement and conditioning in his lower body. And in this show, this is the first time he's really had that fine detail that he has in his upper body. And I think I prefer this look.
And it was a nice camaraderie because Samson was all he could. He really sweated and like went crazy, and most of the crowd was going nuts.
He loves it, didn't he?
Out.
What did he say to you? It was the best day of his life.
This is his best bodybuilding performance of his life.
It was.
Because the crowd went crazy. And he also was very respectful to Nathan later.
AJ's only been competing 5 years.
Yeah, and he told Nathan, like, you had me. It wasn't like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Legends like Klaus Claremont was in the first row.
Yeah,
He had
Charlie.
Nathan winning.
Mr. Eisenfeld.
Everybody had Nathan winning.
Yeah.
But everybody had Samson. There was nobody else in the show.
Yeah.
That brought the heat.
Oh, outside of Samson.
That was looking great. Like, James wasn't his all-time best.
Yeah.
Lucas was. No, I mean, Milan was way off. Well, he was off.
Yeah. It's a shame because I wanted.
Andrea Presti did not get rewarded, but they want to see him bigger.
Okay, well, he's a work in progress.
Yeah, so they want to see him bigger.
He's not been a pro that long either.
Lucas Wilder, very impressed, but he has some problems with presentation.
Okay.
Because such a big man.
What do you think he needs to do to improve?
But you know, he's just such a big man.
Yeah.
He needs to grab your attention.
Yeah.
He just stands there.
Right, okay.
There's nothing going on.
Very laid back.
Very laid back. And his posing is nice. The music is beautiful. It's dramatic. But and he needs more legs from the front.
Right, okay.
It's not. Ole Christian Våge, he was happy with his debut.
Mm-hmm. Ninth.
It's
that was his pro debut, and he turned pro last year, so he wasn't wasting any time.
It wasn't great. It wasn't bad. His debut. It was okay.
Okay. Criticisms of his physique or constructive criticisms?
He's a work in progress, but he's got more saucy.
Yeah.
It was hands-on, so he's sure he's going to bring a better package next time.
Yeah.
But he's going to Portugal.
Okay.
So we will see there. But also, and to round it up, Zach Khan.
11th place.
When he came out, we was really excited in the crowd. He gave a great routine.
Yes, I heard.
Great routine, but obviously he's far from his best.
Yeah.
So, but it was still great to see him.
I was just happy to see that he brought condition because we've seen Zach at the 2015 Arnold Europe, and Arnold was doing the commentary on that one, and he was very unimpressed with Zach's condition. Now, because we've seen Zach absolutely colossal, but soft and with maybe a bit of distension, and we've kind of seen that, and we're not impressed by that. So at least if he brings a condition, you could at least say, well, at least he prepped properly and hard for it. Even if he wasn't as big, things were still popping. And I think, like, he was the mystery competitor, wasn't he?
He was the mystery competitor.
Yeah, I was excited to see him. I wasn't expecting him to win, but I was just happy to see him back up there because I've been asking Zach if he was going to compete, and I was just happy to see him back up there, mate.
So it was a good moment when they had Zach, James, and Samson and Nathan, like a special.
Best of British.
Bob Chickarelli is very good at, like, if he sees something, he doesn't always have the, what can I say? Because Zach wasn't in the top 4.
Yeah.
But when there's a specials, when there's special moments in bodybuilding, Bob, who's a historian, knows what, like with Flex Wheeler, when he did his comeback in the classic.
I was there.
Bob Chick's the one who took him out and said, like, okay, let's have a speech, standing ovation.
I interviewed Ronnie Coleman. I think that's still to date my highest viewed interview. It's had only 200,000 views. I just grabbed Ronnie. I said, Ronnie, quick 5-minute interview. And Ronnie in that interview said, he says, Giles, that's one of the most incredible things I've ever seen in my life. Seeing Flex Wheeler come back and look so great at that age with the kidney transplant, and he said it was one of the most amazing like miracles he'd ever seen.
And
the speech was amazing.
That's what should make bodybuilding. That's how you can make bodybuilding become more popular because regular fans.
Yeah.
If you really Flex Wheeler,
human story,
top 10 bodybuilder of all time.
Yeah.
That's not even.
Yeah.
Top 10 bodybuilder of all time. Legacy, on stage performance.
Top 10.
Come on.
Top 10 of all time.
Of all time.
Well, there's 14 Mr. Olympias. So you're going to put Flex Wheeler ahead of all of them. Well, most of them.
Flex Wheeler's legacy, what he brought to the stage, how many people remember him, how many people he moved during the 90s.
I wouldn't have him in the top 10 of all time. What? AJ? Top 10?
What?
Top 10.
Flex Wheeler's not top 10?
Hang on. Arnold.
Okay, wait. Arnold?
Lee Haney. Ronnie. Sergio.
Wait. Sergio? Yeah?
Sergio Lever, the original one.
Yeah, of course.
No, not the...
Now we're into 4.
Yeah.
Phil Heath.
Phil Heath.
Jay Cutler.
Jake. Yeah.
Did you see how he... Yeah. Okay, let's wait with Jay Cutler. Phil Heath, number 5.
That's 6.
Let's go one more time.
Let's go.
Ronnie Coleman.
Hang on, go back. Let's go chronologically.
Don't do Arnold first. Ronnie's better than Arnold. Stop this. Ronnie Coleman.
Sergio.
Mm-hmm. Arnold.
Lee Haney.
Number 4.
Okay. Phil Heath. Jay Cutler. So we got
Number
4,
6.
We got 4 left. Craig Titus. What? Why?
Hey, he's rotting away in jail, bro. Be careful. He might come out and look for you.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, the thing is, I would put Kevin Lerone in there, but
Come on now.
that's personal. That's personal.
Yeah, you can put... Okay, but let's wait with him a little bit. So we're 6.
I wouldn't Flex Wheeler. I don't know the top... Dexter. Come on. I would have Dexter ahead of Flex Wheeler for what he's achieved, for how long he's achieved it. He's been a pro.
Okay.
He's been a pro 20 years.
I agree.
Flex turned pro at the 1992 USA's. He did his... Well, you can't...
Best package. Who wins? Flex Wheeler's best package? Beats Zach Jackson best package? Yes or no?
Yes.
So then means Flex.
Right.
Okay, let's put Dexter.
Yeah.
Now we're up to 7.
See, I would put Sean Ray in there as well. Yeah.
Now stop it now.
Right. Okay. I should have thought about this a bit better, really. See, what about other Mr. Olympias? Like,
okay, let's do Sean Roden. Is he better than Flex Wheeler?
No.
What about?
He's very good. He's very good.
Yeah,
Mr.
yeah.
Olympia, he's Mr. Olympia.
But Flex Wheeler is
okay. All right. I'll let you have that one.
What about Franco Colombo?
Franco. Not sure about that one. You only 2 Olympias. One was debatable.
The way you say,
Arnold was the promoter. Frank Zane. Thing is, you got like Frank Zane, Larry. Frank Zane.
Flex Wheeler better than Frank Zane. Stop this.
Larry Scott.
Now you're definitely trolling.
Lou Ferrigno.
Oh,
Yeah.
that is top 10.
Lou Ferrigno. Top.
Of course, the Mr. Lou Ferrigno.
AJ, I feel like we couldn't be any more biased if we tried.
No, but Lou Ferrigno, the second most well-known bodybuilder of all time.
He did a couple. No.
Oh, yeah.
No, he did a couple.
Isn't Lou Ferrigno the most second most well-known bodybuilder of all now? Lou Ferrigno?
Not as a bodybuilder.
No, but as coming from bodybuilding. TV shows, movies, action movies, cartoons.
Not so sure about that one.
Who's the second most known bodybuilder other than Arnold? Lou Ferrigno. Everybody knows Big Lou.
I feel like I'm in school today.
Kai Green is more for modern people. Ask any 50-year-old who is Kai Green; they have no idea.
Well, yeah, but who are you aiming this at?
How many people know Lou Ferrigno? Like everybody knows Big Lou.
The green guy with the big eyebrows. I'm actually not a huge Lou Ferrigno fan.
Why?
I've had this discussion with Steve Blackman.
Why?
Because Steve Blackman, he's put him on dozens of front covers of Muscular.
It's Big Lou Ferrigno.
Muscular Development, and I'm like,
he sells.
I'm not really feeling the Lou
No.
Ferrigno thing. I'm not. I don't really.
So you don't have Flex Wheeler in your top 10 of all time?
Maybe he squeezes in there.
Okay, so for people at home, what happened? What problems did Flex Wheeler had? Sadly,
kidneys.
His kidney shut down. He had a kidney
transplant. Yeah,
and he came back in the 2017,
17, yeah,
16, 17,
17.
16
Olympia. Was for Kevin Rose comeback.
Stan the Man helped him with his prep.
Oh, Stan
Efferding.
Stan Efferding, yeah.
I call him Stan the Man.
Okay. I actually interviewed Stan at that Olympia, and we literally just spoke about Flex Wheeler, and he told me about like the more technical aspects of his health. And
he did it drug-free, didn't it? I thought it was something about that because of the kidneys,
he
or
claims that.
Yeah. The way you say he claims that. With his...
Well, nearly.
He's on the... No, don't say that. But he's on my guy's
what?
natural stack.
Oh, okay.
Don't say his name. We wanted him all.
I remember. I remember a funny conversation about a guy who told me he was because there was a natural bodybuilder in a natural federation, and then he came over to the UKBFF.
Yeah.
And he kind of gained a lot of size, and he was doing quite well. He won some big titles. I think he won a big classic title actually. And I said, "Oh man," I said, "It's good to." I said, "Obviously, you just you'd had many years, you'd won everything as a natural, and you thought, oh well, I'll take a bit of gear and go compete in non-test." He says, "No, I'm still natural." And I went. He says, "Yeah, I just used Masteron GH and was it not Lasix, Aldactone or something?" And I went. He said, "Just the last 8 weeks." I said, "Well, then you're not natural." He went, "No, I am natural. I'm still natural. I just used a bit of gear the last 8 weeks." I says, "You're not natural."
I hate the natural police on YouTube though. Always commenting. Oh, he's on juice.
Oh, when they put, well, don't follow bodybuilding then.
What idiots.
Or when they, or when there's people with their username on forums.
All natural 49.
No!
What an idiot.
Yeah, he needs
And each time he sees Michael Hearn, he starts to cry.
I want to put some D-ball in his cereal and, just, and then make him pass a drug test. And then, excuse me, can we drug test you?
Sorry. Top 7. Back to before we go to Chicago Pro.
Yeah.
I want to hear your top 6 British ranking system right now, currently. And since Flex Lewis is not competing.
Okay, so you're taking Flex out of this.
Yeah, he's competing 220, but not now. And
so next year he's going to come into the rankings.
Yes.
Okay, so that'll be interesting to see where him and Nathan sit.
Can you wait to Nathan and Flex? Chris, who do you have, Flex or Nathan? I mean, Flex Lewis or Nathan the Asha? Flex
Lewis.
Who do you have? Let's wait till next year with that.
Yeah, well,
and we don't want any more.
We've not seen Flex as an open.
And
really.
also,
well, I've seen Flex as an open.
And if you die by death threats, we won't have a more global muscle show. So maybe you should keep that on the wraps. I jumped another clue now.
Bring it on. I've had death threats. Do
you have death threats?
I've
in
had
the bodybuilding
not
media?
this week.
Well, that was not. Well,
there was a couple.
Did you have a death thret in bodybuilding?
Yeah.
What happened before you go to the British ranking system? What happened?
I've had death threats. Yeah.
What happened?
So, well, I don't know. Talk about it. Not very nice.
Okay.
So when you get somebody ringing you up saying they're going to chop you up into little pieces
because you said something in bodybuilding, or
But it just makes me more.
Want to do it more?
I do.
Yeah.
No, because anything I say has got good intent, and if they can't handle it, then stop it. If they can't handle it, what's this? That's very sneaky the ways. I thought he was like bringing something in of like a naked picture of me or something.
Okay. He wants to.
I thought you were going to bring one of my old sex tapes.
Before we go to that one, give your British ranking system.
Okay.
Top 6 British ranking system.
Nathan, Luke, Sasan, Samson, James.
What about your guy who got last place in the show now? James
Llewellyn.
He's in your top 6?
Probably not in my top 6.
No, okay.
It's very good though. It's very good 212. He's had some good placings. 6th. You mean currently competing?
Yeah.
Well, there isn't that many outside of that. Competing as pros. I can't think of the 6th name.
So top 5th is, to get it right, it's
Nathan, Luke, Sasan, Samson, James. 6th, I can't think. Currently competing as an open. There isn't anyone apart from Zach, who's just done that. You could pop Zach in 6th there. Chicago
Pro.
Yep.
This week.
The Windy City. Burp, burp. What? Can you do that? Can you? Do it.
Come on now.
No, shh. Can you do it? Look. Do this. Watch this. Listen to this. Look, listen.
I'm not condoning this. People
AJ,
at home.
Listen. We're very highbrow here at the Global Muscle Race.
Guys, I just did my hair for 4 hours and some hair for fart jokes. This is not good. But anyway, it was pretty loud though. It was pretty loud.
Pretty good. Yeah. I think you turned the volume up a little bit too much.
Chicago Pro.
Yep.
This is gonna be an epic show.
Yeah, Tim Gardner. It's always an epic show with Tim Gardner.
Okay, let's go over the names first here.
Shit, that's a good lineup. That.
So we have. Okay, let's go. Slavo Bol.
He just
Bednar.
he took 7th in the British Grand Prix.
It's okay, but I don't think he'll make a dent in here.
Okay.
Eddie Bracamonte, that's the guy who's been on the rise.
I think we should get him on because I want to give him some more publicity. I need to know more about him.
Friend of Sergio Olivia. Next one is Manuel Cadias. I'm not sure who that is.
Yeah. Oh, he did the Grand Prix. He did the British. He was in it. Manuel, big guy.
He was in it.
Manuel got 8th.
Okay, then he was not memorable.
The big guy, really big guy.
Yeah, well, he got 8th, so...
Okay. No, it was Igor Elas.
That's Igor you're talking about.
No, 10th. I think he got 10th.
Okay. James Copperson.
Yeah.
Do you know him?
From Anal Winchester. Canal.
Yeah. Samson Dauda is doing it. Samson Dauda.
Well, that fell flat. Okay. Yeah, Samson. Samson's now a threat, isn't he?
We go up to the names and we see who we think going to win. Mark Arthur Diotri.
I'm not aware of this guy.
Heard about him, but I'm not sure how.
Do you want to go through every single name, or do you want to just pick out the main ones?
Eastman, Julio Cesar.
Microphone, AJ.
Charles Griffin, front runner going into the show, guaranteed.
Yeah.
Elias Gutierrez, Dorian Haywood.
I tell you on the forums who they were missing out in terms of the what is Lucas Osladl.
Just keep it there. Yeah.
Keep it up. Lucas Osladl.
Then we have
keep it up.
Giorgio Nidforo.
Yep.
That's
Issa.
Issa. Interesting to see what's going on there.
Yeah. I'm interested to see if Justin's going to have sharpened up a little bit more from the New York Pro because he impressed.
It's about that time he does something now. Huh?
Yeah, he needs to. I'd like to see him really jump up in this one and really come in bang on. Thing is, he kind of got ready in a bit of a hurry, and I'd like to see him come in just that little bit. I want to see him perfect for this one, and because I think he needs to. He needs to be. This is the kind of show where he needs to be first and last call out.
We have Africa and Spain's favorite prince, Silvio Samuel.
Yes,
doing an open show.
Josh Wade's doing it,
and Josh Wade going hard in. So okay, looking at the names,
Mr. Condition.
Who's in your top 4 then?
Top 4, right? Okay.
And it's our guy, the big man, Big Jeff Beckham.
But you've missed out Sibusiso, Catello, our boy. He's over there now. He's actually at Heathrow. I think yesterday he was doing some photos and he was tagging in Heathrow, London Heathrow. So he's obviously on a layover from South Africa.
Is Big Jeff Beckham in it? Isn't that what he said he's going to do, or is it Tampa?
Do you think you remember
340 pounds currently?
Do you think you remember to sign the contract, or?
Oh, where is he? Is he on the list?
Have you signed the contract? Have you told them you're doing it, Jeff?
You got to call Team Gardner.
Yeah.
No. Okay, who's in your top 4 now? Charles Griffin, guaranteed.
Are you going to let me speak, or?
Oh, no, okay, but Charles Griffin is like, come on. Everybody knows Charles Griffin's going to win
this now, I don't want to put Charles Griffin in the top 4 just because you've said it.
So top 4 is?
Charles Griffin. Yeah, Charles Griffin. AJ. I can talk for myself.
Okay.
I don't. Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm not a ventriloquist dummy.
Charles Griffin.
Samson. Lucas.
Osladl.
And I'd love to see Justin. Josh Wade's a factor. You got to. And Bracamontes as well. I'd love to see Sibusiso get top 3, top 5 in this one. Just in his pro debut, I'd love to see him do really well. Hang on, let me think about this. Lucas. You
saw the guest posting?
Oh, hang on a minute. I'll tell you who's not on the list. Michael Lockett.
So this list is not...
Michael Lockett, did he win this or get second last year?
Hey, look at this list, guys. This is bodybuilding, man.
That's 23. I mean, it might be other names not put him down, So that's...
This is a show I wish I was at.
Yeah.
This is a bodybuilding show, Giles.
Top 5, I'd love to see Samson sharpen up. I'd love to see him be first call out. Charles, Lucas, Rodriguez, and Josh Wade. But I would love to see Sibusiso make a dent here in his pro debut.
It's going to be hard.
Yeah.
Because we see the pictures.
Yeah.
He looks good.
But
did you see Lucas Osladl? The ass roll guy.
He's even bigger now. He's even bigger now.
Have you seen the ass roll?
He does a pec roll now, doesn't
he? Chris. We have to show the Lucas Osladl ass roll.
Yeah. Is that a dish?
It's on YouTube.
It sounds like sushi.
The Lucas Osladl ass roll, Giles?
Yeah. It's not sushi, by the way.
Go to YouTube.
My jokes are not falling. They're falling on deaf ears.
I have it between Charles Griffin and Lucas Osladl.
Yeah, I think it will.
Because Samson needs to come in a little bit better condition.
The thing is, he's not. Is he used to traveling that kind of distance?
I don't know.
Especially hopefully he doesn't have a rebound.
So Lucas, how do you pronounce his last name?
Lucas Osladl. He's Czech, from the Czech Republic,
and
he won the tour. He won quite a few pro shows. He's won
Osladl.
He's won an Arnold. He's won the Toronto.
Not V.
Osladl. No, it's a K and there's Lucas.
And then right ass roll.
Lucas Osladl. Yeah, there you go.
Ass roll.
Ass roll. IL. Ass roll. Have the ass roll, please. Extra soy sauce. No, not ass roll. Oh yeah. It's brought something up.
Yeah. No, it's
ass roll as in ROLL.
Go back, because I'm not sure where it is exactly.
Not as in.
Yeah. Look now.
Yeah.
Do we see it? We're not exactly when it comes in though.
You
can just have it on, and when he does the ass roll.
Yeah, no, he's doing it. He's doing it. Is something happening?
Is it doing it?
Something happening?
No. He's on the side. He's not doing it.
You sound disappointed, AJ.
Look, because we want to see the ass roll.
Yeah. Well, maybe you'll do it when he turns to the back.
It builds up to it. It's probably more at the end.
Oh, that's very.
No, it's more at the. We can't have the music on, can we? It's not allowed.
He's very good.
Yeah,
very good.
But the ass.
Do you remember when he was winning shows at 212? He was very good 212. He won. I think he won the Toronto as a 212.
He's Michael Edwards' favorite guy to.
Oh
no, it's coming soon, but it's not yet.
He's got like 2 lots of glutes on top of each other.
Yeah, go a little bit there. Go out. Here's the
AJ, I'm getting bored of this now.
Yeah, okay.
I'm losing the will to live of.
Okay, just go slowly.
I'm not that bothered, AJ.
You're not that bothered with the ass roll?
I'm not bothered. No.
Hands on.
Plus, I'm getting hungry now.
Yeah, just like the ass roll we tried.
Well, I thought my sushi joke was funny.
Search for ass roll yourself, guys. How long are we going for now?
Forever.
Okay.
What?
You're hungry?
No, I'm not hungry. I'm fine. What? Oh yeah, shout outs. I feel all.
You want to diss somebody? You want to talk?
I feel like there's some stuff I need to get out, AJ.
Okay, do it.
My first shout out.
Oh, okay.
My first shout out is Nicandro. He's changed it from Nick Vision Motivation. Now, this is a guy. I've used his motivational clips in Must News Weekly, my old show, before I focus on this one completely. And I used him in all the promo videos for the Phil Heath tour. Sorry, KFC from 6 weeks ago, and. Yeah, and this guy. Check out his videos. If you're on the way to the gym, you're on the bus, and you're walking, you got your headphones on. Just punch in this on the Instagram and just check out and just watch 2 or 3 of these videos, and get the music cranked up on your headphones really loud. Yeah, Chris, bringing it up or just tapping on it. There you go. Right, yeah, and just click on any of those because they're all cool. Only look at all the big names.
Yeah, click on your best guy down there.
Who's that? Who is that anyway?
You go down, Chris.
Is that Cedric?
Chris and there.
What's that?
Is that your lead priest?
Yeah. Yep. Little Ronnie there.
Is that Marcus?
You can't beat the Ronnie ones. Kevin Navrone, Phil Heath.
Marcus Rules is also very good.
Yeah. I've got this one on my phone actually. I've saved it to my phone.
Look at the size. Oh.
You like smash,
but
I like condition. What have we got with Ronnie? We get both.
You sound like a guy from India or something. Yeah. You like mass? You like condition?
I like condition.
Oh, wow. Let's go. Look at the weight.
Look how dusty those dumbbells are because nobody else but Ronnie can lift them. And he's rapping away with it. 1990. That's the 2000 British Grand Prix. I think that was 2000 as well. That was from the Unbelievable DVD, I think. Was it? Possibly. Oh, he's a monster, wasn't he? That guy just lives to try.
Look like we're looking at a girl there, Chris. I'd be like,
you can't. Not even bikini girls can make me make those noises.
Well, they'd just make you fall asleep, don't they?
Yeah. Unless they want to make me some dinner. What?
I love Lori Chapados.
Yeah, she's lovely. No, she was lovely. Lovely
Yeah.
girl. Yeah, sweet. Very sweet. Very sweet. Oh, who's this?
Is your guy, Lee
Is
Priest?
this a new guy or? Who's this?
Lee Priest.
He looks good. Does he compete? Big lad. Love his hair. Next.
Yeah. So go to Nick.
Yeah. Just check. Honestly, this Nick Andro Vision, like I said, it used to be Nick Vision. He constantly puts out these videos, and I always ask permission as well if I can use his videos, and he always says, "Yep, sure, no problem, Giles."
My shout out is a girl I met at the British Grand Prix who watches our show. Cassandra.
Yeah.
Go down.
Oh, she's got the same hair as you.
That's why I give her a shout out. No.
You copy her? Or?
So met her. She says she listens to the show.
Yeah.
Great. And then I saw. Let's see.
What is she? Is she bikini or figure?
She does bikini. Well, yeah, that's a good. Whoa, well, that means she's a good bikini girl. If you think she's figure.
Yeah.
No, she's bikini.
She's got a bit of muscle there. There's a bit of muscle.
Press
there.
that one.
Oh, she's sweet.
Congratulations on your success, Cassie. Wow, blah blah blah. Is that bikini, really?
I don't know.
Look at the quad legs.
Yeah, there's a bit of muscle there.
Okay, and go up on her profile. It says 2 times, it says here, 2-time cancer survivor.
Oh, wow.
So I'm not sure exactly. I didn't get to talk to her about that part, but I saw that on her stories.
Yeah.
Obviously, then we want to give her a shout out.
Yeah.
So
Cassandra with a K.
So that's Cassandra with a K. And
yeah,
it's nice,
give her a follow. Send her some love.
And it's nice that we have... girls also watching our show, not only guys sending us DMs.
Yeah.
So great having you as a listener. Great meeting you in Watford.
Yes.
And my other shout is the Malayan Tiger.
Yay.
He's the He's the golden physique.
Mm-hmm.
He's a great classical bodybuilder, isn't he? It's a classical, yeah.
Yep. Good condition.
Good condition. Very dedicated.
The vacuum there. He's doing a vacuum.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. He travels a lot.
Right.
You see him with Arash there. Look, great physique.
Arash who? Oh, Rabat.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So he's been America. Is that Bev Francis' gym?
That's
Powerhouse Gym.
Powerhouse Gym.
Yeah. They've got the T-shirt on there. Look, yeah. See?
So this guy goes beyond and behalf to get himself out there.
Yeah.
And get noticed.
Yeah.
So the Malayan Tiger. Shout out to you, my friend. I hope people go up so you can follow me at the Malayan Tiger.
Yep. Very cool.
Yeah. And your last shout out is?
I didn't have one. That was it.
Shout out today to Goon then for his birthday.
Yes, Goon. Yes, Chris Griffin's birthday. Yeah, you made it this far. Well done.
We're going to Picard and do some like it's your birthday.
AJ, I'm starting to fade now, mate. I'm starting to feel it.
Did we have a Pump Media end of?
Oh, yes. We'd like to end the show with an amazing video that Chris put together for his night of audience with Phil Heath. Tuesday the 9th of July, isn't it, Chris? Yep, he's put a lovely video together. Very, very beautifully produced to a very high standard. Phil loved it, by the way.
We're going to put it in? We're going to put it in?
Yeah, we're going to finish off. So as we fade out, we're going to go to...
And this episode, by the way, we have... One, we will see if we're going to have him. We'll see if he comes. We have Luke Sandoe.
Yep.
Who did step on stage with Nathan and them and tried to outshow them with some mass.
Yeah.
We'll see if that works at Olympia.
Yep.
We have Monique Jones.
Yes.
Oh, did you see the shoulders?
Unbelievable.
Oh. And then we have...
Amazing arms as well.
Samson Dauda.
Yep. And...
we got High Tech.
Big thank you to High Tech Pharmaceuticals for sponsoring this show. Couldn't do it without you guys. Really appreciate what you do for us.
And if you're at Watford, if you're at Wigan, some miracle you live in Wigan, come to the Phil Heath one, the 10th of...
Yes.
The
9th of July. 9th of July.
9th of July?
9th of July, yeah.
Please hurry up because Chris only got a few tickets left, but we want to fill it out.
Yeah, I want to get packed.
So, yeah. And if you use Global Muscle as a code...
Yep, you get charged double.
Gotta get something.
Big hug.
No, what do you get then? Gotta do something.
A little dance.
Put me on the spot.
Yeah,
Get a little dance from Chris. Get a little dance from Chris. Does a little break dance.
Sound photo.
Of Chris.
Yeah, come on, Chris. You gotta be. gotta go big. Sign photo. Yeah, we have some photos, don't we?
Go big.
You got a signed photo of Chris.
Wow. yeah, I'd love one.
No, okay, put it in.
Okay, yeah, so finish the, obviously, intro, and then we'll obviously go to our wonderful guests for episode 27 of Global Muscle Radio.
I wish I could be 27 again. That's the perfect age. You're not too old, you're not too young.
I can't remember.
That's a Justin Bieber song, by the way.
Okay.
Okay, and we out.
Right. Okay. Yeah, and we're out.
Rolling.
And welcome back to MD Global Muscle Radio here at the Pump Meter Studios, joined by my co-host AJ, all the way from Norway, and we're joined by
Monique Jones.
Monique Jones. Monique.
Finally.
Hello.
Finally.
Yeah.
Hi.
Man.
Firstly, Monique, I love the hair.
Thank you.
I'm really happy. I'm really happy to have you on. I've been stalking you for a while now, haven't I, Monique? So I've been stalking you for a while. So I'm happy that I finally have you on the show.
Oh, well, thanks for stalking me, and I'm happy to be here. My schedule is kind of all over the place. So, yeah, but I'm here.
So I saw you in Romania, Monique, and wow,
Yes.
Giles.
He's not stopped going on about it, Monique, since was it December, November? No, November.
November, where she won the Romania Pro.
Yeah, it's the one thing I think he took away from that trip was Monique Jones.
And Max Charles' shoulders, too.
Max Charles' shoulders.
That's-
Who's got the better shoulders?
It's close. So how are you doing, Monique?
I'm doing good. Romania, that was a good show. You know, I haven't been on the scene for I think it was going on 2.5, 3 years. So I knew that, you know, with me preparing for the show, I had to really bring it. So, you know, I pushed even harder, you know, and just went for it. So everything happened like I planned, and thank God it did, because it qualified me for the Wings of Strength in September.
That was such a comeback, though, because your placings were kind of good before Romania, but then Romania happened, and it's just like you've kind of just. I mean, what was the difference in terms of body weight? I mean, we've looked at the pictures, and the difference was absolutely incredible.
I think what it was is my body needed a break. Right. Consistently. So I feel like my body, you know, took a break, and I downsized some, and I'm glad I did because I can control this weight better. So I think that's really what it is, the time off and then me downsizing a little bit.
Can you tell us more about who is Monique Jones for the people who don't know you? When did you start to compete? Where are you from? Tell us more about your background, please, so people can get to know you.
Okay. Well, there's so much. Let's see. I am. I started competing in '99. I started out in figure. A lot of people don't know that. I did good until I think it was 1 year I went to the nationals, and it was like, okay, either you're going to downsize or you're going to go into bodybuilding. And physique wasn't out, so I had to go to bodybuilding. So I was kind of hesitant at first because I like the glitzy and the heels and stuff. So I said, you know what, I'm gonna take what I learned in figure and put it into bodybuilding. So I took that, and I was like, okay, I got this. And then of course I had to put on a little size or whatever, which is what I kept having to chase my legs because I'm so tall. So I did that, and then I started placing in bodybuilding, and I think I had got to where, like I said, I felt like I was too big for myself. That's only because the judge was like, you got to bring this up. So I was like, well, I kept doing that, but I was doing it, everything was growing, shoulders, everything. It wasn't just my legs. So I was like, I got to the point where I was like, I just need to bring it down some, so I can control it better. And of course, my flexibility has gotten better because when you have a little size on you, flexibility is hard. So I'm back to being more flexible, which I'm very happy with. But other than that, I have a daughter. She'll be 21 this year.
Oh wow!
I've been in the fitness industry I'll say about 24 years.
24 years.
So
same as me.
nothing new to me. This is pretty much what I live, breathe, sleep. This is what I do. This is what I know so much of. My passion, I love. This is the gift I feel God gave me to help others too along the way.
Yeah, we saw your picture of your flexibility on Instagram the other day.
AJ sent it to me.
Which one was that?
The leg round the head, I think it was.
Yeah, the head. The
I
leg.
mean, yeah.
I thought you had a phone. I said to AJ, I said, she got a phone in her hand, and he says, no, it's a foot. I was like, oh yeah, it is. I was like, yeah, it's a foot, and you're just yeah. It was a great picture. Great picture.
Actually, I had a lot of people comment on that. You know, they didn't know. So that's. I knew that some people would probably take it out there. The people, even if you have muscle, you still can be flexible. You can be agile. You can still do it. You just have to practice it every day.
You're a personal trainer too, or you're a personal trainer too, aren't you?
Yeah, I like to say coach because I don't just train. Just I have a couple of lifestyle clients, but I like to work with people that compete. People that have that passion, that zeal, that I know they're gonna go get it. And it's less work because they know what to do and they just do it.
Is it mostly men it men or women you usually coach?
Both men and women. Yeah.
Cool. Who do you prefer?
Women.
Women, yeah.
Coach a woman.
Yeah.
Can we talk about like from the times you're competing, when you were competing, like in the Olympia? Can you tell us what that was like and how you did in those shows?
I did. It was 4 Olympias, and I actually did an Arnold before they took us out.
Oh, okay.
So I was very, very blessed to be able to do that before they took us out. The Olympia, it was nice. They really pull out the red carpet for you, which Wings of Strength does that too.
Yeah.
Because the show that they started up, the Wings of Strength, the Rising Phoenix, which is in September, they really take care of their competitors. They really treat us good. They just make sure that everything's laid out there for you because we work so hard for this. This is a lot of work. We can't eat. You got to work out, get all this cardio in, and so they understand that. So they really, really put it out for us.
So what was it like when obviously they stopped doing the Miss Olympia? What was that like for the competitors? Did you feel like, okay, because they obviously stopped for a couple of years, they stopped the actual female bodybuilding class entirely. What was that like? Did you think, okay, what do I do now? Do I switch to physique? Or, I mean, because a lot of the girls just carried on training with no real hope that there was going to be any more pro shows.
It was very devastating because nobody knew which way it was going to go.
Yeah.
But I had got kind of a whim that Wings of Strength was going to put a show to replace us from the Olympia.
Oh, you did know that. You did know.
Well, yeah, but at the same time, they still had these other shows.
Yeah.
For us, like Chicago, Virginia. So they still had those, but people were just focused on, okay, well, that's nice, but we want to go to a bigger show. Like the Olympia.
Yeah.
So that's when I think people started going to physique, and then changing where they were going to do. But I just don't feel like I'm physique.
Yeah.
I feel like I downsized already, and I'm still a little too much for physique. So I don't think I can downsize anymore.
Downsize. So when were you at your biggest then?
I got it as a 230.
230.
Wow.
So how we were looking at your body weights earlier, and I'm saying I think it was like something like 190 on stage.
What's your stage weight, if you might ask?
I want to know the height.
My stage weight, my height is I'm 5'8".
Yeah.
Okay.
My stage weight, I don't weigh. Okay, I haven't weighed myself in like 8 years.
Yeah.
Okay.
The scale, I don't like it. It just tells you a number. But I will say on stage, the last time that I did know how much I weighed, it was like a 195 or something like on stage.
Charles, that's
But
one.
I'm tall.
That's really.
And that's why I was so positively surprised going to Romania, because that's why you see this is epic.
Thing is, Iris Kyle was what, 150, 160?
So you're 190 on stage.
That's crazy.
So the body, you've been in the game for quite some time now. How do you like the current Can you hear me?
Froze a bit.
There, yeah. You froze.
What'd you say?
You froze for a second. So the female bodybuilding has been changing a lot lately. Do you like how it's going now? Do you feel because we've been studying it not the last year more closely. We see a positive change in the industry.
A return.
We want as much female bodybuilding as we can on MD Must Development because we want to showcase you, the talent, more. What do you like? Do you like what's going on? Do you like the progression we're going? How do you think female bodybuilding currently is right now?
That's a tough question.
And be honest. Be honest, because we want your truth answer, you know?
I think I like the way it's going. That's a tough question. I think that it's going in a good direction. Not knocking anyone, because everybody does well. Everybody looks good. That's kind of a question. You don't know what to say.
Well, it's
let her think.
Well, it has gone from just like a couple of shows. Now we're getting more and more shows. You're getting more and more good athletes, not just coming back, but we've got new faces coming through. Surely it has to be in a good place right now. You have to be happy with that.
She wants to say something, Monique. Say it. You have something on your mind.
I like where it's going.
Can only see the top of your head.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, that is good. That is good. Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah.
Yeah. I like where it's going now. I hope it just continues to go that way. Because the women are women that's winning. They look great. They look amazing. Now, so yeah. What's the next question?
Okay. No. I thought there was something more. I thought there was more coming. Then I want to talk more about like the difference between women's physique and women's bodybuilding, because I see a bit of a disparity. But I think some of the classes I've seen, there seems to be some girls that are actually looking more like female bodybuilders.
I agree, and I'm a judge as well, so yeah, I see that too. It's like people are like on the cusp of being in the next division. Like you have some of the bikini girls are looking like figure, and some of the figure girls are looking like physique. So I think I don't know. They as a judge, they give us we have like a meeting and they tell us what to look for, and it's like everybody is like looking like the next division up. Yeah, so I don't know. And then with the the new division they have coming in, the wellness division, I've seen a couple of pictures of that, and I'm like, pretty much all they have. I mean, they're pretty much hard. They just have glutes, more glutes, just a little thicker. So I don't know. I think it's overall a package to me. Just from head to toe. I just when it comes to me, I make sure head to toe polish. I'm talking about hair, nails. Everything has to be, just together. Because I think it's more of a look that they're looking for, not just she has this and she's big here and muscularity here. I think it's an overall package look that they're going for. Yeah.
So this Wings of Strength Rising Phoenix, how do you say it? Phoenix Rising. How do you say it again?
It's a rising Phoenix.
Yeah. So what's your expectation to this show? Are we going in for the win, or what's going on this year for you personally?
Well, I always train to win. I'm just going to say it like that. I train to win always. I put everything that I have into it. I like they say, you don't leave any stone unturned. So, I focus on that and then just show up, and what happens, happens, I want, of course, I want to win. And I train to win, but it's just too much. It's up to the judges.
What package will you deliver compared to Romania? Are you going to improve? So is there something you got to change, or you keep the same package as that one?
I'm definitely trying to surpass that because, I did feel really good with the package I brought there. But I'm definitely trying to be better, of course, than that. Because, this show is the women all around the world, that's made it. So, yeah, definitely trying to surpass the package I brought at Romania.
Who do you see as your main competition?
Everybody.
Come on. Who do you think is going to be the... Okay, then.
There has to be somebody that you...
Come on. Who are you going after?
I'm a peacemaker. I don't like controversy.
We aren't.
That's why, with me, I'm a quiet person. I kind of stay in the back.
Okay.
And, I don't like controversy. So, but, I'm a humble person. And I just, I don't see... To me, may the best woman win. So that's how I see it.
Okay, that being said, who's the top 5 this year, then? Who? That being said, who's going to be the top 5 this year? Give us some names. Who's going to be the top 5 in that show? Come on, give us something. Give us something. Come on, thumb screws.
It's a hard question too, because you don't ever know. There could be some women that haven't, really played, and they come in this year and be all, So it's open to anybody.
She doesn't want to say.
Come on.
No, she doesn't want to say.
Who'd you rate then? Who'd you really rate? Who do you think? Who have you got your eye on?
How I knew you was going. How I know that y'all was going to ask me that?
Come on.
I think of course, people that won that got top 5 last year. Of course, those ones you're going to try to outdo, but it's open to anybody.
No, she doesn't want to say.
No, okay, fair enough.
Okay. Who's your favorite of all time in female bodybuilding of the past legends?
Linda, of course, Linda Murray.
Oh, Linda.
She's still very active with the Wings of Strength team, isn't she?
She is. She's she's like their model for Wings of Strength. And she still looks pretty much the blueprint of female bodybuilding. So she definitely paved the way for us, and she still looks incredible.
Yeah, she looks great.
Tell us about the association with like Jake Wood and Tim Gardner. What's it like working with those guys, and how do you feel that they really benefit in the female bodybuilding scene?
They are. Let's see. I've known Tim for a long time, because I've been competing in his shows for years and years. So he's a pleasure to work with. He's always responsive to us. He's quick with responses. We have a question or whatever, he engages with us. So we have a good relationship. Jake, he's good as well. I don't speak much with him because he's kind of behind the scenes. He don't like to be out.
Yeah.
But he definitely, that's why we're here today, because of him. So definitely, I'm happy that he did that to put us back on the scene, because we were getting to where we were kind of like diminishing a little bit, So definitely happy for that, because we wouldn't be here if it wasn't for him. Because it would have died out.
I'm just thinking about those few years, what it was like for the female bodybuilders, where there was kind of nothing, and there was just 1 or 2 shows, and then obviously a couple of years ago, the resurgence of the Wings of Strength. It's I think they just kind of 6 years ago, I think they thought it was just going to die off, maybe. But I love the way that the athletes kept sort of wanting to be. There was a real. I think now it's. From my point of view, I've been following the sport 28 years. I've never seen such a resurgence and strength right now as there is, and I think like that has to go. Credit has to go to like the Tim Garners and the Jake Woods and the Linda Murray, because I see them all involved. I see them, and I think it's so great to see. It's so great to see champions like yourself now have an opportunity to shine. Other than the Olympia stage. Because it's fantastic.
What's going to happen at this Mr. Olympia? Do you have any plans for this Olympia, Wings of Strength? We heard some news. What's going on this Olympia? Do you know?
Well, from what I have read and talked about, I think it's supposed to be they're going for next year, and I think this year they're gonna do like some type of like I guess like a preview or something.
Mm-hmm. They're going next year, so it's gonna be for next year or 2020.
Well, from what I've read, and I it may be. I don't want to put it out there if you don't know.
Yeah. No, I heard Sean Ray talk about it the other day.
Yeah, I mean, Jake is like sponsoring Olympia, so pretty much, women's bodybuilding is that's what he wants. So I'm sure that they will definitely put us back in the scene next year.
He's clearly making moves to trying to get it back to the Olympia.
Yeah, I mean, we still have a huge following.
Yep.
It's, I don't know. I mean, you hear the reasoning for what they say from why they took it away, but I think that was false, because we still have a huge following. Mm-hmm. This is what first started: men's bodybuilding, women's bodybuilding.
Yeah.
It evolved. This is why they have all these other divisions, because we started it out first. So I mean, I just don't understand how they could just take us completely out, but seems like we'll be back.
But now you're back, yeah? Things are changing. So you got to look at the positive.
But I think they need to do more to appeal to the fans, to get them to the Olympia, to make it sort of a mainstay of the Olympia again. That's what they have to do. Because they do. I don't think they'll have a problem with that, because
you see on social media how people are, wanting women's bodybuilding back. So I feel like when they put us back in there, I feel like it's going to be a big hit.
Yeah.
Because it's been gone for so long, so people are going to be like, oh wow, yeah. And they're going to show up. So I feel like it's going to go up from there.
Well, which do you think is a more dedicated fan base, women's physique or women's bodybuilding?
Women's physique, of course not.
What?
Yeah, okay. Come on now. Oh, look at the size, bro.
Checking out the arm. Sorry, I'm a bit distracted there. Look at
Monique, you look great, man.
You look awesome.
You look awesome.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. I think women's bodybuilding, because you got the women's physique, and they look great. They look amazing. Not taking anything from them, but I think women's bodybuilding is where it started, and I feel like there's a little bit more to it than the women's physique. Not knocking anybody, because they look amazing, but women's bodybuilding is where it started, and I just feel like women's bodybuilding sticks out a little bit more.
Well, the athletes are there, the following's there.
But maybe also, is it time for some of the female bodybuilders to start promoting themselves in a more... I want to see more... it's also up to you guys. Oh, can you hear me? Some of the female bodybuilders, there's a lot of what's it called? Sexualization is what you call it?
Yeah.
Maybe we need a bit less of that and more on the athlete type of thing, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I definitely agree.
Because
are you talking about the extra?
No, I'm just saying, like on Instagram, each time I check out a female bodybuilder, many of them is not so much about training and dieting and how they get there. There's a lot of
I see a point.
Sexualization all the time. Maybe also do you agree that needs to change a little bit, or what's your opinion on those things?
When it comes to stuff like that, I'm like, to each his own. Of course, for myself, I just because of how I am and how I was raised, I just I love the sport, but I'm only going to do so much to draw the attention of what I have. So I just make sure with myself that it's tasteful. I put out tasteful things because I want to be to where I'm marketable, and I want to be to where I feel like people look up to me as a role model.
Yeah.
So I just feel like I have to, just make sure that everything's tasteful. Yeah.
That's better. Yeah.
This Olympia on the guys' side, who do you got in your top 5?
Top 5?
Yeah. For this Olympia and the
for the guys.
Side. Yes.
Of course, Sean Roden.
Yeah. Of course.
As winning.
Explain.
Yeah.
I didn't have him winning. I just said.
Okay. Okay.
Get ahead of ourselves.
You didn't have him win. Okay, yeah.
I'm not gonna put out who's gonna win, but I'm just saying I like his physique because it's
very good physique.
It's like sleek. It's a more sleek build as to where like Ronnie Coleman. Everybody's wow. It's like a wow because he's so big. But I just feel like when you get to so big, you can only control it so much. So Sean Roden would be one of my ones that I would say top 5. Of course, Phil, if he does it, I don't know. Phil Heath, he'll be in there. I don't know really.
Brandon, Rowley, Dexter, Bonac.
Dexter, definitely, yeah, Dexter. Bonac, yeah. Yeah.
Forget about
it. Monique. Monique, have you ever trained with any of the top guys?
Yeah, who's strongest? That's what we want to know.
Who's the strongest?
No.
Have you ever trained? Have you ever trained with any of the top guys?
No, but I want if I could train with any guy, it would be Kai Green.
Oh, Kai Green. I think you could get that set up. I think that'd be a very highly rated video.
That would be a very good video. Monique Jones and Kai Green.
That'd be amazing, actually. Yeah, very cool. Very cool. I think we need to set this up. Kai, if you're watching.
I remember. I remember years and years ago when I was with Dave Palumbo and Species Nutrition.
Yep.
They had set it up for me to do like a posing thing with him.
Mm-hmm.
But it fell through. But it crushed me because I love how he poses. He's such an entertainer, and I feel the same way about how I pose. Because I'm a slow poser. I don't move fast. I feel like I work so hard, so I'm gonna show this to you gracefully and slow. So, so he's like one of my top favorite posers. So,
what's the numbers you put up in the gym? What do you bench and squat, and what numbers do you usually put up in the gym?
Well, my thing now is work smarter because the year after year, you keep pounding on these knees, I tell you, the knees is gonna feel it. Mm-hmm. Because I used to be able to do like 12 plates on each side of the leg press.
Wow. Yeah.
My knees will holler now if I have to do that.
Yeah.
So I used to do because the joints you got to kind of protect them. So I just compensate with my reps and my sets. More sets, more reps.
Have you ever noticed how female bodybuilders tend to very rarely get injuries? Because they train smarter than the guys, I think.
Are you part of this? Are you part of Disney Child now? Or?
Yes, I am. Yes.
Okay.
That's a good one. Yeah.
Have you noticed? When have you ever seen a female bodybuilder with a ripped pec or a ripped quad? Or
is that true?
Have you ever seen a female bodybuilder with a ripped pec? I've never seen it. Oh.
But we edit this one a little bit. Yeah, and we wrap.
Yeah.
We edit.
Yeah. Sorry, I think we lost connection.
We lost it. We're gonna edit out some of the things, and yeah.
So, I think we'll better wrap this up because I think we're losing connection. Yeah. So
Monique Jones, great having you on. We're excited for you to watch you in this Phoenix show. Are you going to the Olympia also?
It depends on what happens at the Phoenix.
Yeah. Of course.
That's a good one. Where can people reach you, Monique?
Well, my Instagram, my IG is Fitnique, FITNIQUE, and my email, fitnique@yahoo.com, if you want to reach me. I can't give out my number because you know how it is.
You're going to get a lot of guys.
Oh, God. Change your number quick.
JBL. That guy. Yeah.
Okay, Monique, we wanted to...
Can we get anything, Monique? Or, we have a tradition when we got girls who looking like you to give us... Can we get a sneak peek of something, Monique?
Well, I got 10 weeks, right?
Yeah, we know.
Yeah. Get the guns out.
Ah,
amazing. They got V-taper.
Yes, look at the V-taper, man.
Oh, it's all about the delts and arms. It's all about the delts and arms.
Yes.
Drop the mic.
Thank you for your time, Monique.
Yes.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much for coming on. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Yes, fantastic.
Did you see the shape, Giles?
That's a physique that just pops. Shoulders and arms. A right arm was even better than the left arm. I spotted that.
You don't want to say that. Then you say there's something wrong with the symmetry when you.
Well, Arnold had one arm bigger than the other.
Okay.
More peak. This one's more peak than that one. Do you want to
Monique Jones.
Amazing, absolutely amazing. What a lovely lady.
Yes,
sweetheart. Yeah. It's funny if you sometimes have preconceptions how they're going to be and their personality and how they talk and they're completely different. But what a lovely, lovely lady. Really good. Amazing athlete. I mean, you never stopped going on about her after it made it. No, you did. You're Monique Jones, bro.
Yeah.
You were going nuts. I mean, she is absolutely amazing athlete. Do you know what? I'm so glad you've talked me into getting the female bodybuilders on, like Margie and now Monique, because they are.
So all you female bodybuilders, remember that. AJ is the one who got you in the spotlight. No, that's wrong to say. To get you back on MD, that's what we can say.
That's what we say.
Yeah, because they've always been in the spotlight. They just begun to promote them more.
No, because obviously when it left the Olympia and the IFBB was trying to literally stop it, there were still these pockets of the Chicago Pro, the Tim Gardners, who wanted to keep it going. And honestly, in the last couple of years, I've seen a real kind of, and it's really good to see because the athletes that are coming through now. We've still got ladies like Alina Popper.
Who do you have, Margie V, Alina Popper, or Monique on those three? You got to say it now.
Oh, you can't do that to me.
Because you're really a big fan of Margie V, aren't you?
I'm a huge fan of Margie V.
And we have to have Alina Popper on soon also.
To be fair. I mean, I think those are the three standouts for me in female bodybuilding. Absolutely. But she's got a lovely shape, lovely pop to her muscle.
Do you see her shoulders?
I just can't wait. I can't wait to see her up against Margie.
90 kilos on stage, 190 pounds on stage.
That's amazing. 5'8". I thought she'd be like 5'10" at that kind of body weight. That's amazing. She's incredible. So, well, do you think maybe we should get a flight over to Arizona?
We should go to Arizona.
I want to see, honestly, mate. Imagine you and me in the front row going crazy. Margie, Alina, and Monique. Oh my God, that's exciting. That's very exciting. So, and I think they're well, I don't really know Alina very well, but they're very amazing representatives of the female bodybuilding category. So
I hope people enjoyed that one. I did.
Yeah, we had a few connection problems, but sometimes that's the way it is. But at least we got her on finally. That's one off your tick list. So, hope you enjoyed that with Monique Jones. Good luck to her at the Rising Phoenix. See if she's going to go for the big win, go up against Margie and Lena. Okay, and we'll be right back after the break. And we are out. And welcome back to MD Global Muscle Radio here at the Pump Meter Studios. Joined by my co-host AJ, all the way from Norway, and we're joined by
Samson Dauda.
Yeah!
Wow! Look how he's smiling. He looked like he just just had
Yeah.
He's looking happy.
He's jumped up. He's jumped up a level.
So yesterday, Samson, tell us, go through it.
Man, you know what, man? Although in my mind, we knew what we were bringing. We knew what we were capable of. But for it to actually happen the way we were hoping it would, to be called up, next to him and challenge him like that, it was like, man, it was unreal. It's like I came off stage, I'm thinking, did this really happen? Is this actually happening, or am I just in some kind of dream right now? So, I mean, I couldn't have asked for more. I mean, seriously, I'm still on cloud nine.
Samson, I was saying, I've spoke to Luke and in the intro about this. I was saying I had a conversation with someone when you won the Diamond Cup at 2017.
Yeah.
And this person said to me, he says, I think they're giving away pro cards too easy. He says, I don't think Samson is pro league ready yet. I think he needs another year to 2 years. And I said, he's got his pro card now. Let's see what he can do. These guys can improve. So we fast forward, 20 months later?
Yeah.
And there you are. You've took 5th place at the EVL Prague last year. You competed. You did. You look very good at Romania. You've come back now, seriously improved, and took a very, very solid 2nd place at the British Grand Prix. How does it feel to have improved? Like 18 months. Take us through it, mate.
Yeah, I mean, because that we competed. I mean, obviously, I've been growing really fast, and I keep telling people, man, I turned pro in 3 years. I mean, I didn't know anything about bodybuilding until 2014, And I think no matter how many times you say that, people kind of still they didn't really take it seriously. Yeah. What it is. So after obviously we did our pro show last year, it was almost an eye opener because I've never really watched a pro show face to face, like down there, that close to upper. So it was more like an eye opener going, okay, right. I see where we at. I see where them guys are. Okay, what do I have to do to keep up and catch up? So right from that moment, we were like, okay, hell, put your mask on, time to grind, time to really put everything on the line and go all out at it. So just since then, it's just been, okay, you know what show do you want to do this year? And when we heard about the Grand Prix coming up, we were like, man, okay, that's the date, it's set. Now we're not going to have a long time to have a good off season, but just go at it full force, try to maximize that as much as possible. Now, little did I know that, my buddy had a good surprise for me, responding to stuff, just responding to training, responding to food, responding to everything. We just started growing. And we were like, wow, okay, go with it, So increase the training intensity, make sure that I train as hard as I could throughout the whole time. The same way I was pushing the off-season was the same exact way I was pushing in the prep. I didn't bring it down. I didn't slow down. We were going as heavy. It almost killed me, but, we went all out, And then when it came through the prep was, okay, we knew about 310 pounds in off-season. I mean, I remember last time I talked to you guys, we were saying about how much I weighed in the off-season then. And we were like, man, I was kind of hoping that it was a lot of weight, but you're kind of thinking how much of it is genuine muscle and how much just, water weight and just fat. So coming down and we started dieting and we keep looking, going, okay, you're getting leaner, but you're holding on to so much size. So we just kind of went with it and still pulling it down and pulling it down and pulling it down. And I think we were about 127. I don't know how much that is in pounds, but
that's about 280. That's 280.
Yeah, but yet we were looking almost the same, like we were ready the same way we were last year in Prague. In that condition in Prague last year, we were like, wow, okay, this is insane. Okay, we said, okay, dial it down even more, bring it down. So we kept on pushing. And the more we kept on looking at it, we could see it. I mean, me and my partner, I told him I'm being prepped by my partner, and, she's been mentoring me right from the beginning and, going through this with me. So we could see it, but you're kind of telling yourself, am I being delusional? Am I not seeing, is this genuinely what's happening? Or are we missing something, But we thought, we compared the videos, what we look like now to when we were prepping last year. We compared the photos, we compared everything else. And we're thinking, man, you're more conditioned now than last year. You're weighing so much more. All the signs are showing that, you're better, you're a lot better now. So is it really that? So, we just kind of just played it by at that point and just say, okay, let's just go with it. You're big, you're coming in condition, you do what it is. Okay, just how it goes.
So from Prague to the British Grand Prix, what was the difference in stage body weight?
We're talking about 14 pounds.
It looked more than that. It looks
a lot
more. It looked like I said around 20. I thought because that's like it look. I don't think it's possible to gain 20 pounds of muscle in that kind of time frame. But you in 7 months, that's honestly what it looked like.
So I met Samson in Romania. You were my first guy I interviewed. Remember? And then I saw Samson. I don't support people. I saw he had the eye of the tiger.
Yeah.
I didn't know who you were. Nobody knew who you were actually, other than Giles. Mention your name because of dressing sense. I think it was. It wasn't. Since then, we talked about you for a reason, and now is still hard worker. I told you back then you're going to get sponsors. Things will happen.
Yes.
He has the same... he's getting prepped by his partner.
Yeah.
Full-time job. Since Romania, he beat all the... Andrea Presti was in Romania. He beat you...
That's true.
He beat you fair and square. He beat you fair and square in Romania. Yeah. And the improvements you made since then. And you now... It wasn't even a contest with you and Milan. And Milan is a top bodybuilder.
Third place in New York Pro.
It wasn't a contest with you and Andrea Presti. And you beat him fair and square here. And James, entire audience were only looking at two people. That was Samson and Nate. In the audience, when you came out, Samson, people were like, hey, AJ, what's going on here? Like, is Samson winning? Is he... Well, obviously, I didn't have you winning.
No, I didn't have it. We knew what.
People with an expert eye saw you weren't winning. But it was a hell of a battle. It was like light and the size when you came out. So now, Samson, what's next?
Well, right now, obviously, I'm literally, as soon as we got off the stage, it was basically back on a diet this morning. Back on cardio, back on the grind, So we obviously know that we saw what we saw instead. We know that we got to be sharper. We got to be drier. We got to be harder. And we know that the feedback we got was exactly the same thing. So we go, the thing is, I'm always hard on my second show than my first one.
Right.
So we're like, okay, just don't waste any time. Get back on it. Start cardio, start working out. So this weekend, we're flying to the USA, man. Chicago.
We saw your name on the list.
Yeah, Chicago, here we come. We were expecting loads of American dudes to come to the UK and give us a show. They didn't show up, so we said, hell, we might as well bring the show to them, right?
But
So-
what about
Sorry, go on.
you're doing it? We want to support you in that.
Yeah,
But Portugal,
that's the one.
why
Yeah.
not do that and get in better shape? That's in 3 weeks, and it's in Europe.
Yep. But the thing is, as we said, bodybuilding resides in the States. If you want to get known and really want to make a statement, you have to do it in the States. We all know that. You can win a show out in Europe and everything. It doesn't give you as much buzz as if you go out to the States and show them right there in front of their faces,
Yeah.
this is me. So the plan was always, get to the States, stand on their stage. I mean, I've never competed in the States before. Hell, I've never been to Chicago before. So it's okay, let's go over there, stand right there and show them something.
So when did you decide to do Chicago? Has this been planned all along?
We decided that way last year.
Really? Because I only saw your name on the list, obviously, when the list came out. And I thought, I didn't realize Samson was doing Chicago. I thought it was just the
know,
British Grand Prix
but-
and that was it.
But Portugal, you can win and get to the Olympia and make your
Yeah.
debut in America at the Olympia stage, Samson.
Stay on it, mate.
I'll tell you right now, because I know guys always kind of they like to hide the shows they're doing and everything. I don't have time for that kind of game. I'm a grown man.
Okay.
I'm already signed up for Chicago.
Uh-huh.
I'm already signed up for Vancouver.
Wow.
And I'm already signed up for Portugal too. So I'm doing all of them.
I'll be honest, mate. I'm not sure about Vancouver. I think you should skip it. I think you should just go straight to Portugal. Come on, mate. Don't burn out.
I'm an athlete. I'm a competitor,
Yeah.
and just it's more for me. It's bodybuilding is more to me than just winning or losing against it. I love being on stage. I love competing. I love standing next to guys and battling out. And I love that. This is the sport I grew. This is what I love. So for me, it's just okay. You know what? Get it in there. Compete as much as you can. Let it be clear. I want to make sure that by the time this year is done, I'm not in the same state when I started this year, where people go, "Who's that guy? Who's that?
Yeah,
Who's that?"
yeah. So
yeah,
you're doing
we know.
UK, USA, Canada, Europe.
Yeah. So I want it all over the world. We know now.
Yeah.
So next,
I see
coming
that.
to a show next year, it's no longer who's that? Oh, don't know him.
Yeah.
It's like, oh yeah, we remember him.
Like, I saw AJ interview him in Romania. Who is that guy? It's like-
Okay. First of all, we say everything because we like. First of all, Giles, we need to be be managing Samson soon.
yeah.
So then we can fix all these plans and be like help him in the direct way.
Okay.
You're posing at the UK show.
Uh-huh.
I expected more.
Me too.
I know you wanted the breakdancing routine.
No, I expected a 10 out of 10 routine. That was an 8 out of 10.
Yeah, I can tell you why that is so reason, because you see how much we've kind of come through this year. I know as much as I always put a lot of focus on my pose and everything this year, throughout the time. Well, I felt like, I had to focus so much and bringing my physique up so much that as much time as, it's great to put on posing, I had to sort of pull that time back a little bit and just focus on bringing the best I could on stage. And that was basically one of the reasons why I was like, okay, you know what? I'm still going to put a routine together. I'm still going to do everything. I'm never going to walk on stage and walk around and just give most musculars up and down the place. But I know that, okay, I don't want to just be known as, the great bodybuilder that can pose.
No.
I want to be known as a great all-round bodybuilder.
Yeah.
So for me, it was as much as, you can pose, you got to have this look too, So for me, we all know Kai Green. We all see Kai Green's known for a lot of things, right?
Yeah.
So he's not just a single one-track body. And I want to be in that same state where it's okay, we know he's got physique, he can pose, he can hold his own in every aspect of it.
Samson, I'm visualizing something. I'm visualizing.
When Giles is visualizing, something epic is about to happen.
Hang on, I'm getting a vision. I'm seeing you in Portugal. I can see 6 pounds less.
Yeah.
I can see everything detailed and striated and shredded and literally like he's got no skin. I can see better color.
Yeah.
And I can see a 10 out of 10 routine, and I can see a past, and I can see you getting to the Olympia.
Yeah.
All right. So that's the vision, right?
That's the vision I got.
But it's also going to be great to see with the new size now how it looks against Charles Griffin and the proper. Nathan is a super proper. That's not. But the American scene.
Yeah.
Because Nathan is better than Charles Griffin.
Yeah.
At least he's placed better than Charles Griffin.
Yeah, he's statistically a better bodybuilder.
So if you can stand next to Nathan, you can stand next to anybody, of course. But it's going to be great to see him next to Charles, Josh Wade, Lucas Usladi, who's improved now, by the way.
Michael Lockett.
Michael Lockett.
Oh yeah. I mean, we all know Chicago. I mean, we looked at the lineup and how many guys are on there. We all know it's going to be one hell of a show.
Oh, it's going to be great.
So many big heavy hitters in there. So, I mean, to get a chance to now stand next to them and actually go toe to toe, I mean, wow, that's just something.
But who's UK's second best bodybuilder right now, by the way? And we have Luke on the show, and we have Nathan on the show, and we have Monique Jones on the show. But for the who's the UK's second best bodybuilder?
For you to prove how good you are, you got to get on stage and stand next to us.
Yeah.
No hypnotizing, no kind of pondering. Get on stage, take your clothes off, stand next to us. Let's all judge it out. You know, I mean, most of us UK dudes, we all decided to do that, right?
Do you know what we need to do at the end of the year? We need to do when all the season is finished and the last pro show, Romania, is done. We need to do a review of the British rankings, because Samson have done another 3 or 4 shows. Luke's going to have done the Olympia. Nathan's going to have done the Olympia. That's going to be interesting to see. James maybe might be competing again because he never stops. It's going to be interesting to see where everyone falls now, because I think it's going to mix up a bit. I think it's going to change up a bit.
Yeah, I mean, who knows, man? We might all be trying it out, you know, in the Olympia this year. That would be a prospect. So,
one thing I noticed, something going on with your left scapula when you weren't hitting your back shots properly, your rear double bicep and your rear lat spreads. That was spoiling. Not like next to late Nathan. Like you were hanging with him, but there was something going on. I don't know whether you need some soft tissue release work or you need some flexibility issues. But what was going on there? Was that cramp, or were you just not aware of it? Or
you know what pro bodies do? You know they always get massages and they always get deep tissue stuff and everything else. Well, my ass is a daytime construction worker, man.
Yeah.
I can't afford to go massages every week and have lived that life.
That's the whole thing. We need sponsors, man.
I'm grinding with what I got. I work a day job and this is my hobby and I'm doing that. So as much as, you know, you can have these things to help you, I don't have that backing right now. So I'm just coming with what I got, you know.
Get a couple before your next few shows, just even one to get that, because otherwise that's 2 of your shots you're going to be hurting on. And you've got a fantastic back, Samson. You've got really, like your rear lat spread, the lats are very nice and developed right through to the lower lats. Everything's there. But it is, honestly, mate, it's distracting. It's hurting you. And it was also, I think it was hurting your front lat spread as well. It was making, you weren't getting your lats out. And it's like, that's 3 poses there that are affected by, like, literally an hour of release work. Maybe even when you're in Chicago, go somewhere while you're over there. Get it. And also it'll help the... my partner Rosie, when she used to do before, like when she was getting ready for the Olympian Pro show, she used to. I could tell when she'd had release work because everything would be fuller and more detailed. So it'll help the detail as well in your muscle. Honestly, mate, get on that table.
Are you willing to go to Kuwait?
Man,
because you can imagine Samson in Kuwait full time, because he's.
Yeah, I could do a Brandon Curry.
Yeah, are you willing to go there?
Man, hey, if I ever get an invite, man, wow, that's hell of something to consider. Why not, man?
3 months over there.
Yeah, but if you can gain 14 pounds of stage with working full-time job with no sponsors.
Yeah, he's like a British Ronnie Coleman.
And there they have plenty of massage therapists and other things.
Yeah.
Can you imagine that?
That would be, even 6 weeks before the Olympia, if he qualifies, he wins at Portugal. Go to Kuwait. We'll come out with you for a couple of weeks.
How's the feedback been since your great showing last night?
Yeah, so spoke to the judges, and obviously they said the same thing. You know, got to be tighter, which we sort of know. Got to be dry and everything else. You know, and I think they obviously back width. They say need more back width. So definitely something to work on. Obviously going into the off season. Try to get tighter and get more stem striated glutes out. You know, and really bring it in.
Yeah.
So from what I was hearing, everything else was all positive. Just those were the main thing that they had back on it. And I was like, wow, okay, you know what? Couldn't complain about it at all.
But it's a lot of new size, and sometimes new size takes a while to get really refined. It's like Nathan. Yeah. I've never seen Nathan's lower body so detailed. For me, Nathan always lacked real detail and refinement in the lower body. And honestly, when he turned to the back, like he wasn't even having to flex his glutes, and everything was just so sharp because it was... You know what I mean? It was that refinement. Sometimes it takes time. It takes time. Like you could maybe get that another 2 or 3 shows. Maybe by Portugal, who knows? You could have that detail. You know?
Yeah, you know, and that's it. At the end of the day, I obviously say to myself, like, look, as much as you can put on size quickly, to put on real grind, hard, long last muscle, that takes years. It doesn't come in. You can't get that overnight. You can't get that in a year. You can't get that in 4 years. You need that time to put on that kind of hard, grainy muscle. So yeah, it could put on size quickly enough, but to refine it and really make it something that it just looks freakish is what I've just got to work on and let the time do that, basically.
Do you know what really, really impressed me was your legs?
Oh, right.
Jesus. I was like, we were watching it on the laptop this morning and we both shouted out, look at his legs. It was like his quads. I mean, they were just so, there was so much muscle and thickness and it was crazy.
You know about James being able to squat 7 plates. And I say, man, we British guys, we all do that stuff. There ain't nothing out of the blue. And we all go heavy on squats. So yeah, there's a reason why we hold legs that way.
So what, like AJ would say, what kind of numbers are you throwing up in legs?
Man, same 6-7 plates aside, same goddamn thing, for 5 to 12 reps, same thing. I'm too busy freaking trying to get it done to actually record it, put that stuff on Instagram. So I just want to get the...
Yeah, that's what I want to ask. 2 things. When I said feedback, I meant feedback from people in the streets. People. That's what I want to know. The judges, we know what they said because I was there. But the feedback from the people in the streets.
Man, my phone hasn't stopped ringing since yesterday.
Good.
It's just bothered. And I'm like, okay, it hasn't even sunk into me yet. I'm like, yo, give me a minute. I will answer you. But it's been absolutely amazing. I couldn't ask for more. I mean, I never thought in a million years I'll be this here now. It's like you can vision it, you can dream about it, but for it to happen, I mean, what else can you say?
I'm going to ask AJ something now. What did we pause on that really impressed us today? We did it actually tonight in the studio earlier on. Something we paused on, something he hit.
Oh.
We've just both went, stop the press, stop the video, just hold it at that.
Yeah, we had the video of you hit. Oh, yeah, man. You had the Lionel Baeke straight.
What pose was it?
You had the Lionel Baeke straight.
What pose was it?
Which pose do you think we're talking about? What's your most...
The abs and thighs obliques?
No, frontal bicep.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the vacuum. And there was a shot I saw on social media that made me go, whoa. It was like, wow. And, bearing in mind, you stood next to Nathan Asha, who's he's like so impressive, especially in the frontal bicep. And it really, I was like, I didn't expect my eyes to be drawn away from that because he is so impressive. I looked at it and just went, holy shit, look at the vacuum and the abs. I was like, what? That's like a knockout shot. And I think that used to be for me, that was one of your weak shots. But now it's like a real strong pose.
Yeah. For years it was, I remember first 2-3 years, it was just like, okay, it was one of my poses I really just didn't. I just felt lanky and tall and skinny, and I just thought, oh man, I really didn't like that pose. But I think we just kind of practiced it, and obviously when we figured out we have to pull the vacuum in it to kind of give you more width out of the top and everything else, and pull that stomach and make it even tighter, you just kind of made that pose improve. And when you start seeing that your work towards something is getting better, it emphasizes you to want to do a lot more to it.
Yeah.
So we're like, okay, well, really build on that, really push on that, and really make that pose it's the one of the first poses you hit when you get on stage. So as soon as you hit that, it's like, wow, okay, this is you're not to get everybody's attention and you don't. So it's like, okay, we really got to make that pose, I suppose, where, once we hit it, it's like, yep, here we go.
Yeah. So back to what Josh was asking about the training. What type of training? Because I kind of actually like what he said about the posing. That people, because usually we spoke a lot about Samson's known for posing, and you don't reward posing anyway. So they don't. Our Classic is the only place they reward posing. Right. So I kind of like what you're saying now. How is your training regimen to put on this mass in such a short time while you're training full-time job? Go through a Samson Dauda week of training for this show.
I wake up 6 o'clock in the morning. I do cardio for an hour or 45 minutes. Have breakfast, go to work from 8 o'clock, get home from work at 4 o'clock.
What do you do at work?
Yep.
What do you do at work?
What construction.
Construction.
So where do you do cardio? At home, in the house, or?
At home. Yeah, I go treadmill ride the corner of my room and at home.
Yeah.
So get it done. Come back from work, have a few hours rest, and head to the gym. And okay, time to be a bodybuilder. Yeah. So training first, we always start real heavy with everything. Whether it be a chest, leg, we go real heavy, and then once we get the heaviest stuff done, we start getting more isolated a little bit. And then we normally about an hour and a half of training. And then right there, we spend another hour or 45 minutes just on posing. So we just kind of go through that. And then by the time I get home, it's normally 11 o'clock at night.
Yeah. So what gym do you train at?
Pump Gym in Colchester is one of our local gyms.
Colchester. Oh, right. I used to train at Hercules sometimes when I lived down there.
Oh, right, yeah. Oh, man.
By the river.
Yeah.
Colchester. Shit, fantastic.
So you're home at around 12 then, or?
Yeah, about 11 p.m., Normally half 11. I try to be in bed about half 11, basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
Every night. Well, it's possible to fit these things in. I mean, at the end of the day, I said, people do this all the time. There's no big deal about it for me. I've been doing it for years. Like, go to work, go home, go to gym. So it's like, it's a regime and I'm fitted to it. And, I'm just built for that, I think. So, it's kind of like, we've kind of figured out a program around that.
Tell that's something very important now.
I've actually got a question for AJ.
Yeah, okay.
Now, AJ, you interviewed Samson in Romania.
Yeah.
You've interviewed him on Global a few months ago. Have you seen an evolution of Samson? Have you noticed a big difference?
Now we're talking, eh?
Yeah. I'm seeing it. I'm feeling it.
This
isn't put on, is it? This is like a real...
No, and it's. I wish people would really watch the old episode of Global Muscle Samson. Watch this episode. Watch the... Reconnecting?
It's all right. Yeah, we're back.
Just because we feel we're on... Just like with Quinton Eastwood.
Quinton area.
Yeah,
from Canada.
I feel like we're on to something. But here, he's a better builder at the moment. But only thing, who's your partner? It's you and her. You and her prep. So she's the one prepping you, and does she has any experience with bodybuilding?
She's got experience in fitness and nutrition. And
what type of experience?
I told her she basically got me into bodybuilding. Okay. Right from we met at the gym and she got me into bodybuilding. She's been my mentor. She's been my training partner, been my diet coach, been everything, And, it's a bit hard to go wrong and cheat on your diet when the person that's serving your meal is sitting right next to you.
Yeah. No cheating.
So we've kind of evolved together, and it's like, okay, we sort of see my downsides, my weakness. I mean, she picked out my weaknesses way before anybody even realized, you had it, this is bad. She was already telling me, okay, you got to work on this, you got to work on this. When everybody was telling me, oh man, you're great, you're awesome, oh wow. She was the one telling me, nah, you got a lot of work to do, So having someone that supportive to you right from the beginning to tell you, yeah, you're good, but you still got this to work on. And they're willing to push you through that. I mean, what more can you ask for, So yeah, working. She's always been there right by my side and kind of helped me through everything. And even now, she's still telling me, okay, cool, we got to get you a lot tighter now.
Tight,
so what? Sorry.
Oh, good job. Okay, now let's work.
So what? So what were you? Sorry, say again. What were you weighing on stage on the weekend? Sorry, yesterday.
100. I was 170 pounds.
100 and.
270 pounds.
270 pounds.
270. So at your best, I've got a figure in my head. I want to see if it's the same. At your best, absolute best condition, what do you think you'd be weighing?
I'm probably about 118. I mean, I don't know what.
Pounds. 270. So 270 yesterday. What's you at your best this season?
I'll tell about another 4 pounds, 5 pounds down from that.
Yeah. Well, me
you don't want to lose all the size now.
No. Me and Luke. Well, me and Luke said, was it me and Luke? Well, Luke said 6 or 7 to get really detailed and dry and grainy. But then again, you don't want to lose that full. I know.
He wants Samson small so he can beat him.
Yeah. Oh, fantastic!
What happened here?
It's all right. We'll come back. So, should we give off some final questions for Samson? We'll let him go.
Yeah.
We got you back, Samson. Right. Samson, we're going to get one final question, and then we're going to let you go, mate, and get you back to your cardio and your diet. So for Chicago. So any final questions?
There's no questions needed. We know what we've asked the questions. We're going to talk again probably after the 3 shows.
Yeah.
So we can have you on after you went through your 3 shows. And then we plan what's next, really.
Yeah.
Because we want to help you with what we can. Mm-hmm. So we will, and I'm just saying, guys out there, sponsors. You have a sponsor now, also. What's it called?
Yeah, Complete Strength Nutrition. Sponsors, Complete Strength Nutrition.
Okay,
Is
cool.
that a supplement company or?
There's a new company coming up here in the UK.
Oh, nice.
So first one to step up and actually have my back, and say, "Oh man."
Okay, but then I would advise them to increase your salary so you can work 24/7 as a bodybuilder. Because I believe with the proper health system, Samson Dauda is a top 6 Olympia guy.
Yeah. No, he's got the structure. Did you see that video where someone said, "Is this the next Flex Wheeler?" I saw a YouTube video.
Yeah, I saw that.
So no pressure. No pressure then.
Oh, okay. Man, that was blown away. I mean, last year they were comparing me to Lee Haney. This year's
Lee Haney, Flex Wheeler.
Wow. Also, I'm hoping you're going to come to. Are you going to come to? Oh, you'll be working Muscle Works Orpington next week with Phil Heath. We're there.
I'll be off to the States.
Oh shit!
So
sorry. Oh, duh. Of course, yeah. Sorry, miles away.
Well.
So.
Good luck, Samson. We'll be watching closely, and we hope to speak to you again after those 3 shows, huh?
Thank you, definitely.
And I really, really, really enjoyed the experience you gave me yesterday. It was great. It was a great honor to see you.
Thank you, man. Really appreciate it.
Yeah.
I think we can safely say Samson is on the rise.
Definitely. Yeah.
I feel we're going to break into song now, into Backstreet Boys or something.
I wish. Okay.
All right, Samson. Well, fantastic, mate. And I know you just got home to get straight onto this for us, to the viewers at Global Muscle.
Yeah.
And I know and he loves the show. He always watches it every week, regardless of who's on.
He's watching it every
Yes, he was. I check on him.
Yeah.
Okay. Samson.
Okay. Thank you. And give us an arm shot, Samson. You got some.
Holy shit.
Oh, he's got some proper size, huh?
Samson, thank you, mate.
Thank you.
And safe travels to Chicago, mate.
Bye.
Thanks.
Bye-bye. Keep us updated.
So who did you we have Dauda that we kind of discovered.
Yeah.
And you have Quinton.
Quinton.
And you have
Well, I was one of the first ones to publicise William Bonac back in 2011.
Was you? You keep in touch?
It's funny that.
He's not calling you back? No.
No, it's to be honest, that it's nice having the legends, and we like the big names and the A-listers of the the Mr. Olympia champions and all them. But I do like it when you've interviewed, like your first ever interview was with Samson. Last year's Romania, and now, like I said, you've seen an evolution.
Oh, wow.
You've seen a progression of an athlete there who's, like you said, has got the eye of the tiger. Someone that is moving forward, moving up. He's hungry. He's doing UK, USA, Canada, Europe, Portugal. We might even see him at the Olympia this year.
Waking up at 6, Chris, doing cardio. 8.
It's like me.
You know how shit construction work is, bro? Yeah. Oh, good people. I'm not saying, but the effort you have to do.
Yes.
Like, how much that takes out of your body to then go and do 7 plates.
That's the guy who's dedicated.
That's the guy's dedicated. He ain't sitting at home and smoking no weed. That's for sure.
Samson, Nathan, Luke. James. We've got Jamie the Giant. Sasan. We've got this Cuba Sealand. Who's just turned pro last year. Who else we got? The British bodybuilding is in such a good place right now. I'm so excited. I
wish my guy. I won't say his name, but I wish some of our guys had Samson's work ethic.
Yeah.
We don't want to mention names, but imagine what they could do. You know who I'm talking about.
Yep. I don't actually.
The guy who's 300 pounds always, but doesn't want to do the last diet. You know what I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah.
Doing lunges.
Yeah, okay. He's not from UK. No. So when you get someone like that with genetics, he's got a beautiful shape. Now, he said, people are comparing him to Lee Haney. Flex Wheeler. I think one of the best photos I've seen, 2 photos I saw from Prague last year, and he did that one where he did the Sean Ray pose with a hand down and the hand up. And then he did the back shot like the Ronnie Coleman 98, and it is like, it's Flex Wheelerish. And he's got and thing is, 310 pounds, and he's like 270 on stage doing a vacuum with a tiny little waist. I just want to see him. I want to see him 7 pounds lighter. I want to see him win Portugal, and I want to see him in the Olympia. And I want to see him at the Olympia, regardless.
The best part is when you what's it called? Prediction things. You got
the vision. You
have to put your hands up.
In fairness, I go into a bit of a trance.
Yeah.
I see things. I have visions, and I can actually predict the future. What are you laughing at?
No, good. I predict this will be a good show, by the way, with Luke, and hopefully we can get the other guy on. It will be.
Oh, our show, you mean? Oh, this one, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, this show.
Yeah,
I keep forgetting. Yeah,
Well,
it's been fantastic. Yeah,
high-tech pharmaceuticals,
high tech. Thank you so much. Thank you so
muscular
much.
development,
Yep, and also
pump tech behind this, media behind it, pump
Yeah.
tech. Oh,
That's a new name. Yeah.
Sound like something else there, but
Yeah, pimped media.
pimped out.
Pimped out, yeah. Well, this
Pumped
is
out.
This is pimped out. So yeah, okay. Well, what a fantastic episode. Best of British. Big thank you there to all our guests, and yeah. Also, make sure you keep mentioning us on the stories, sharing us.
Yeah.
Help, send us DMs. Help us improve the show because we're trying to fiddle with the adjust fiddle the format of the show because we want this show to be as good as possible, as good as we can possibly make it for you, the viewers. And the listeners. So,
There we are.
yes. Okay. Hope you've enjoyed this episode. And we'll see you next week for Global Muscle Radio. And we are out. And welcome back to MD Global Muscle Radio here at the Pump Meter Studios, joined by my co-host AJ, all the way from Norway,
All the way from Watford almost now, but yeah.
Watford, and who are we joined by?
Luke Sandoe.
The Juggernauts! Yay! Hey, you can't clap. You can't clap yourself. You can't clap yourself.
Yeah, you can.
So yes, Luke.
Hello.
How are you, mate?
Pretty good.
Oh.
Can't complain.
Firstly, Luke, are you in the house tomorrow?
The house.
Are you going to be in the house tomorrow?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I want to send you a package. You see.
Okay. What?
Yeah, I've got. I want to post this to your house tomorrow because I've got you some fresh underwear. Okay, and I got you some toilet roll because I heard you shit your pants.
I heard that too. I heard that.
So I want to send you this because there's a bit of a rumor that you. Someone said you shit your pants, Luke. So I thought I'd help my mate Luke out.
Absolute legend.
Yeah. So
I had the same. I mean, I definitely would have remembered shit to myself.
So you. Oh right. So hang on a minute. Stop the press. You haven't shit your pants.
I haven't pooed my pants. No, not once.
Okay. Do you want
Not since probably 2011.
2011.
Yeah, I remember just once I was really unwell. Sharted real bad.
Oh no!
Yeah. That's your headline.
That's it. Yeah.
And the radio, Luke shits himself, but not in the way you think.
Okay, that's one clickbappaid video we got.
So what are we referring to now?
That's good.
Yeah, what are we referring to, Luke?
Apparently, I was going to do the British Grand Prix, which is again news to me. I think I was going to for about 2 hours. And apparently, I shit myself and didn't do the show because I'm scared of Nathan Asha.
Yes.
Hmm.
So what
Is that the little guy that I stood next to yesterday? Is that him?
Yeah, was that
Start Marvin, that one.
what?
Yeah, we saw that. We saw that at the end there.
Yeah.
That was so. First, back to the press conference. What were you thinking?
In all honesty, I didn't see it until the next day because I wanted to go. I was invited, but because the show was on the Sunday, I see my son on a Sunday, so I had to move it to Friday evening, and I thought I can't make both. So I was a bit surprised to see that I got absolutely shat on. I didn't shit myself; I was shat on. And they just made made like a bit of a media circus about it. I'm not even fucking doing the show. Why are you even talking about me? So, Nathan must be extremely threatened because before the Arnold Classic, we were cool. We're still fairly cool, I guess. I gave him his trophy yesterday, but it's obviously because he finds me quite the threat.
Before the Arnold Classic, because obviously you took third at the Arnold Classic.
Yes.
So you feel that there's some. Do you think this is to do with the?
No, I think Nathan shit his pants. That's what I think's happened.
So,
and he saw me. He was like, "Fucking hell, mate! I'm no longer number one, mate." Shit himself after seeing that third at the Arnold.
Right.
And No, I don't know. Honestly, in all honesty, I don't know. I think what it is, he's very clearly been UK's number one. He still statistically is. I'm not taking that away from him. And I just think me kind of coming out of nowhere and doing that kind of, it's a bit like raining on his parade a little bit. And I don't think he liked that, because I think he's been so comfortable being king of the castle for so long. I'm not saying that I am like better than him, because we don't know yet. But he obviously sees me as a threat and doesn't like that. So
when was the last time you two competed against each other?
Never.
Oh, because he turned pro 2014.
Because he's always been in the weight class below me. Still is.
Right.
So,
Still is. Oh no! It takes me time to. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Come on, AJ. Keep up, mate. Keep up.
Because he won the British finals as a heavyweight, didn't he? So,
that was right, because James Hollinshead won the super heavyweights in 2014, because he dropped down he was 99 kilo when he won the heavyweights.
Yes.
So that was the year. Was that the year you took fifth or sixth in the supers?
No, I don't even know if I even did it that year.
That was 2015, wasn't it? You took sixth or fifth.
I don't even think I even placed.
Oh, right, really?
So I think it was the following year when Sasan won.
Right.
That I got sixth, and then the following year I came back and won the whole thing.
Yeah.
So.
After you took third place, did you hear anything from Nate?
Nothing. No, I didn't hear anything. He didn't message me, nothing. So, I mean, not that he would. It's not like we're like chums or anything.
Okay.
But no, and I didn't hear anything. And then all of a sudden, I started getting called out. All of a sudden, and I was like, "All right, what's this about?" So.
Yeah, so I was a bit surprised at the press conference because I personally don't like it when, like, if I was, say, James Hollinshead or Zach, I'd be thinking, why are they making such a big thing about someone who really, he's kind of, you qualified in this last season. Qualified in the last season.
I'm not there.
Yes, that's what I mean.
Yeah, I'm not even there to defend myself, and I'm completely irrelevant.
Yeah, because the Arnold was in March. You would have started prepping, December, January?
Yeah.
So
no, I started in November.
Right, so that's November. So you're prepping up to March, and then you did 2 more shows after that. It was the Arnold Australia and the Indie Pro. So and obviously you were starting to slip a little bit because maybe you had been on prep so long, and then
that was actually Australia that fucked me, because the travel really, really, really got to me, because obviously. I mean, I know this is off topic, because the traveling to and from Australia was longer than I was actually there for.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so when I got back, and then I was in the UK for about 8 days, and then I flew out to Indy. By the time I got to Indy, I was just like, no.
Yeah.
If I'd skipped Australia, everything would have been the results, I'm sure, would have been different. But
right.
I mean, that's just something I've had to learn now. I can't do that.
Yeah.
I certainly can't travel. I can't peak 3 times in 1 month in 3 different continents.
Yeah. So you literally, I mean, we're talking 3 months after the Arnold was this show. Yeah. So that would have been 7 months prep. Hopefully, plus you pretty much qualified for the Olympia. So why would you? Yeah. And then you've got another 11 weeks prep for the Olympia.
Exactly. So
you'd be dead.
Yeah. So literally, that's the only reason I didn't do it, because it didn't kind of fit in with the schedule of the year.
Yeah.
Like, had the show been way earlier, or like in maybe 2 or 3 weeks' time, it might have been more like viable.
Yeah.
And this is my health at the end of the day, so that's more important. And obviously, after what happened last year, because I did just keep going and going and going, and I don't want that happening again. So I need to prioritize, taking a step back just to let my body refresh, because there's no way I can peak that many times in a year, spread out that far. Yeah. So I'm sure other people can, I just can't.
So how do you feel now going into your prep for the Olympia?
Yeah, I feel great. So I mean. It looks very, very likely I'm going to get there on points. Because,
are we qualified now, by the way, or?
No, that's W. So August 4th when Tampa's, that's when all the points system's done. So I think to be knocked out of the top 3, 2 more people have to get 17 points or more. One person may.
Because you got, is it 16 or 18 you've got now?
I've got 16.
16, right. So
there's 4 shows left.
Yeah.
Until the end of the year. I mean, so if needs be, I can jump into one of them. I'm within sort of 2 weeks out of being ready.
Oh, okay. Because I noticed because we saw you at Body Power. When was Body Power? 4 weeks ago? 5 weeks ago?
I like the idea going in against Dexter Jackson in Tampa.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Tampa would be the most likely, because it gives me the most amount of time, and it's smack bang. And again, it's like, obviously I'd want to win the show, but I don't need to win the show to get some points. So I don't need to hammer myself. I mean, it depends. I'm going to make sure I'm going to be ready just in case. But it's very, very unlikely I need to. But it's good to have like just a plan B.
So who's on the list for the points? Cedric hasn't qualified, has he yet?
Cedric and I have got 16 each. But
16 each.
Yeah, but he's not doing the Olympia, which is why 2 people have to beat me.
Ah, right.
He's not doing the Olympia.
Yeah, he told Rosie. Yeah,
because him and I are joint second, which means we've taken up the second and third place.
Right.
He needs to overtake us. So 17 or more, and for both of us to be knocked off, 2 people need to beat us.
I kind of like, you two are UK guys, as an outsider, I kind of like now listening to it what they did.
You like it?
Yeah, because
well, we're talking about it.
Bodybuilding, sadly, this Olympia hype, there's not that. Well, there could be more drama. There could be more hype.
Still time.
No, I get it.
And now Nathan has been so dominant in the UK for 2-3 years.
Yeah.
Luke in the audience. We can talk a little bit about the show, but Luke was in there. I sit close to all the people, and they're like, "Oh, I wish Luke was get on the stage. I wish Luke was in it. I wonder how Luke will look compared to Nathan, you know?" And then Nathan, in the press conference, it was like given he was going to win the show.
Yeah.
Everybody knew it.
Of course.
But now now Luke, there's a lot of UK talent, but they're not talking, what can I say? James is great. Mm-hmm. Samson is great. Sasan, who I heard in 2007, people had him almost as good as Nathan. Now they're not talking about him anymore at all.
Yeah.
And now it's Luke and Nathan. Yeah. And Luke has only peaked once or Arnold Classic.
Yeah, well, Australia kind of, after the night show, I was probably better than I was at the Arnold.
Okay.
But I'd already fucked it up.
But already he's like the UK's. So I kind of like it.
Luke, do you find it's a motivating factor having this kind of little bit of a rivalry and this hype build?
Yeah, I mean, like, let's not get this mixed up. It is just a rivalry. It's like Nathan and I are fine. Like, I mean, because I gave him a sword. I was trusted to give him a fucking sword.
Don't bleed down. Not be cool, guys. We gotta make some beef.
Trusted to give him a sword. Trusted. I love it.
So, but no, I like, you know, like, so a lot of people were like, oh, so my inbox got just smashed all day Saturday. Just like, oh, what are you going to do? What are you going to say? And I was like, nothing. I'm not going to say anything. I said, I'm going to give this motherfucker both barrels, but when I'm good and ready. I still haven't done that yet, but it's coming. So when they said, do you want to give Nathan his first place trophy?
You see, they planned it.
So I got a bit of exclusive news. I knew about 10 minutes before he'd won that he'd won.
Okay.
I was like, do you want to give Nathan his trophy? Well, that's actually what they said. So I guess even if he was second, I would have been giving it to Nathan.
Yeah.
So I know maybe they didn't say he won. He just said Nathan's trophy.
Okay.
So I was like, yes, I do. So I gave him his trophy, and then I said, less muscular.
And then you reposted it on your Instagram.
And then I've reposted the fuck out of it. And it's kind of gone viral a little bit.
Yes, it has,
yeah.
And no one's talking about his win. All they're talking about is me absolutely swamping him. So that was that's my retaliation there. Don't fucking talk, because I can give it back.
Luke, I won't mention names, but I've had a lot of people from America messaging me about it.
Yeah, I've had Olympians and Mr. Olympians.
What are they saying? You don't have to mention names, but what are they saying?
Just laughing about it, and just like, I had a really funny one actually. I'm not going to tell you who sent it, but he said he's actually is a Mr. Olympia, and he said when reality hits, we're the most muscular. Then with just a little meme of SpongeBob SquarePants crying, and that was fucking genius.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, that was just I think that must have gotten under his skin a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not in contest shape. I'm pretty close, but I did quite comfortably dwarf him.
But let's face it, like Jay and Ronnie, Phil and Kai, everyone loves a rivalry. Yeah. You know, Dorian versus, Lee Haney or whatever. People love a rivalry and when you speak to people I've spoken to people like Jay Cutler and Ronnie and Phil Heath, and they said, when you've got a real rivalry, it on those tough days when you're really struggling, it's that when you're on the stepper or you're doing that drop set and you're thinking, God, they can see them like gritting their teeth and calling that person's name, and it kind of does bring out the best in that other person.
It's definitely an incentive. I mean,
it does. It's a good thing. It's not like a drama thing, you know?
Yeah, like I'm not naturally a competitive person.
Yeah.
Really. Like, it's not like I'm one of these people that like I'm gonna fucking smash you at Monopoly, whatever we're playing, table tennis, I'm gonna win. I'm not that guy. But with Nathan, I am. So it's certainly like a little bit of extra motivation because but what I find it most exciting about it is we are literally apples and oranges. There's nothing similar about our physiques whatsoever.
Yeah.
Apart from the fact I'm more complete and have more muscle than him, we are nothing alike.
What?
You know, literally.
So, I mean, is it fair to say you and I have spoke about which poses?
Yeah.
Is that okay to say?
Yeah. Okay. So this is the way I would break it down. Let's pretend we're both in condition. Yeah. Let's forget the quarter turns. No one cares.
So hang on a minute. So we've got.
His front relaxed is absolutely the best in the world.
Luke, we've got how you looked at the Arnold Classic, but 3% better. Yeah. And we've got Nathan's condition from the British Grand Prix, but the size of, say, when he did the New York Pro last year. So you're both at your absolute best.
Let's just pick two looks. Let's say my Arnold look versus his yesterday's look.
Okay, yeah.
So this is easy.
Yeah.
Front lat spread, his is absolutely insane. It's one of my best shots, but he kills me. He kills everyone on that shot.
Yeah.
Front double is my best shot. I smash him on that. Mm-hmm. His side shots are quite bad. He's very thick and he's up here. He's very thick, but he's got no hams or leg depth. He's got no that thick. You can't see his back. If you can see someone's back on a side chest, that's when you know they're thick.
Side chest, he's pretty good.
You think? Well, I think I'm better. Only because not from the upper body, just because I have a hamstring.
I was going to say you've got a better ham drop, but I think his upper body and the side chest is. He does look good.
The main thing about a side chest.
I'm enjoying myself.
AJ's loving this, by the way.
Yeah.
Side chest only because a lot of people are looking at the leg.
So, right. Okay. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, so that's quite close. But I would only give that to me just because of the side leg.
Okay.
Side triceps pretty close. We both hit it really weirdly. We're both really awkward at hitting that shot. Because I hit mine like Dorian, he hits his kind of like Dorian, but then twists out.
I wouldn't say your side tricep is either of your best shots.
No, it's not. It's both probably our worst shots.
Yeah.
So his side triceps. There's not many people with a good side tricep, but when they have one, it's phenomenal.
Like Dorian.
Yeah. So it's either like everyone's or fucking hell. So I would say we draw on that. He might even have the edge. I'm not sure. But yeah, rear shots.
Mm-hmm. Go on, tell us. What's your take?
In my opinion, my rear lat spreads, it destroys him. Rear lat spread, rear double bicep. I think I beat him just because I have a really thick back and my legs are more complete from the rear.
Yeah.
My back is by far my best body part. Like from the front, he is insane. Like you can't take anything away. His front shots.
It's his shoulder to waist ratio that really stands out in his front shots, isn't it?
He looks like one of those Lego Bionicles. You know, just like he just looks like when he posted his front relax a few weeks ago, I was like, that doesn't even look real.
Yeah, it looks photoshopped, doesn't it? It's amazing.
Yeah. But I'm only being objective here. I'm not being cocky. This is just I'm trying to be as non-biased as possible. He beats me in plenty of shots, but I think the rear shots, side shots, and the front double, I beat him on. Most muscular's close. It depends just what you prefer.
Which one?
Front lat spread.
Which most muscular?
You just get judged on your favourite most muscular.
Oh, okay. So not actual.
Because I don't do a crab because it looks wank. I don't look a croissant when I do that. So I do the hand clasp.
Yeah.
I think, which is the one I did on stage next to him yesterday.
Right.
So I think maybe I'd beat him on that. I don't know. Okay. Depends what we look like together. But I just think from the rear shots, side shots, and my front double, I beat him. So I think I just edge him out slightly. If we're both perfect, I think I edge him out slightly, just because I'm a bit more balanced than he is, and I'm bigger. And this is bodybuilding at the end of the day.
What about ab and thigh?
I don't even know what mine looks like. I don't know. The shots I always forget. Well, I can do. I don't know if it makes it better, but I can do a vacuum in mine.
Right.
And actually, the only picture I've seen of my ab and thigh was next to Cedric, and I thought actually that looks pretty good. But Nathan's is good too. So I don't know. But I'd actually have to go back and have a look. But I'm honestly not sure.
Did it against Cedric, and it was close.
I've got video of that. I've got video of that.
And it was. If you can do it against Cedric, you know.
I'll have a look at that. I'll have a look at that again later, actually.
Yeah, because when I was in Australia, I've seen one shot of me doing it like that, and I've just stood normally with a massive vacuum, and that looks pretty cool.
Oh, nice.
But no, it's like, but Nathan and I, like, if you break us down, we're just very different bodybuilders.
Yeah.
Just we look nothing. Well, to be fair, Nathan looks like no one else. He's got a very unique structure.
Yeah.
And I think my physique's very old school looking. Like, not old, super old school, but I mean kind of like more early 2000s. I don't think my physique looks as modern. I don't know why. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Do you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of when Dexter was against Jay Cutler.
Yeah.
It's like you're kind of like a British version.
Yeah. And I think it's cool that we're both British. I think that's obviously where the rivalry comes from. But I just think it's really fun, to be fair. Like,
yeah.
I mean, he can be a massive twat. He really can. Some of the stuff he says, I'm like, oh, shut the fuck. Because at Body Power, he's like, I'm not going to say it in a video, I'm just going to write it. I had to read about 8 times because the fucking guy cannot read or write. So when you're trying to insult somebody, mate, just at least get your punctuation and your grammar correct, otherwise you look like a right knob. So,
okay.
So, yeah, but apart from that, the rivalry is good fun. He believes all day that he'll smash me to bits. I think he used the word eat me alive.
Oh.
That little picture yesterday kind of says otherwise, but we'll wait and see. So I can almost guarantee if we're both on that Olympia stage, they will give us a call out because people want to see that.
Yeah. It's like a Titus versus who was it?
King Kamali.
King Kamali. Remember
but these are better.
Are you looking forward to the press conference?
Well, I don't know how they do it now. Do they still do it?
Oh, Bob. The thing is, if Bob brought that up at the British Grand Prix press conference, you're guaranteed it's going to be one of the things on his agenda.
I didn't think all of the guys went up there anymore. I thought it was only a select few from each class.
No, it's all the open guys.
All the open guys, of course.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, hopefully that'll happen. That'll be good fun.
Do you think, what if they sit you right next to each other and kick each other?
I don't think he'll fit next to me. Yeah. I don't think he wants to be dwarfed that much, you know.
Oh!
I mean, he did offer me one of his Olympia jackets, but I did decline it just because it's not my size. It's too small.
So you were you were at the show. What did you think? How was the British Grand Prix for you? Did you enjoy it?
I thought it was brilliant. I thought it was absolutely brilliant. I thought just the lighting was very good, which is a big thing. The venue was great. It was a bit warm in there, but that's obviously not their fault. It was fucking boiling yesterday. But yeah, the venue was very good. Every class seemed to be on time, and no one hung around. No one was but it wasn't rushed either. And the show finished pretty early. I think it finished about 6-7 o'clock. So it finished on time. From my perspective, it was very smooth, good turnout. So yeah. Brilliant.
So what about the competitors? What do you think about Samson and what do you think about James, your fellow British?
Competitors. I was really, really, really pleasantly surprised with Samson.
Me too. Me too. Wow.
Luke. When I think we thought Samson was telling a few porkies a few months ago when he said he was 300 pounds. We're looking at the pictures and we're thinking, I think someone's added 20 pounds there. But then when we actually saw it was like, shit, he actually looks a good 20 pounds heavier.
He was huge. I mean, it was one of those things I kind of feel like if he was maybe 6, 7, maybe 8 pounds lighter, he would have won.
Oh, really?
Do you I mean, if he was sharper, he would have won. Because he is more complete than Nathan. He's a dark horse. Samson is like, he's something to be concerned about for the next few years.
I was talking in the intro about this, and I was saying that I had a conversation, because remember the British, 2017, when James Hollinshead?
Yeah.
He won the super heavyweights in the pro, just for the sake of the viewers. And then Samson was 5th.
Oh, yeah, of course.
He was 5th, which was just over a year and a half ago.
Yeah. Then
he went to the Diamond Cup, won it, and I had a conversation with someone quite key in the UK industry, and he said, "Oh, they're giving away pro cards too easy." And I said, "I'm really not sure that Samson is ready to turn pro yet."
Yeah, he's a freak. I mean, he's blown up. What's he doing? I'm going to give him a call and find out what's been going on.
So, and then a year later, he gets 5th at the EVL Prague. He went and placed. It was 8th place or 9th place at the Romania you were at. Yeah. And then he's obviously shut it down. And in such a short space of time, in what 7 months ago, 7 months ago, the Romania, he's managed to put all this tissue on.
It's amazing. To be fair, I don't know how he's done it.
Waist was great.
Yeah, small waist.
I mean, he just has phenomenal genetics, and he works.
Yeah.
So So it's not that much of a surprise, when you've got that combination of the work ethic with phenomenal genetics. It's not. But just to see it happen, because it doesn't happen that often, because not many people with that level of genetics actually put the work in.
Yeah.
So, I think that's why everyone was just like, whoa. His condition was probably one of the worst I've seen it, though, for him. Okay. But that's only because when he first came out, he was better. I think it's just because he sweated so much.
Right, okay.
He just looked really smooth by the end. But yeah, like Samson, shave him down a little bit more, he will be just ridiculous.
Do you think you'll get it off for Chicago next week? Do you think you'll get it off for Chicago this week?
Who? What, me?
Samson's doing Chicago.
Oh, Samson's doing Portugal, isn't he?
He's down on the Chicago list.
He's doing Chicago.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if that's a good idea. Only because if I was him, I would have focused on Portugal because it's in Europe. And I would have used that time to tighten up. I don't think he can tighten up that much more in this week.
When is Portugal? When's Portugal?
24th.
So when's that?
3 weeks.
I would not do Chicago, and I would go and get that 7-8 pound off and go and do Portugal.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah. Because Chicago, it's a week after. You got to travel. The lineup is stacked. You've got Michael Lockett. You've got Charles Griffin, Lucas Osladl, Justin Rodriguez. Josh Wade. And it's up against established names who are really like rolling. I wonder if he can pull out and just do Portugal.
And what's your opinion about James Hollingshead? You got third.
James is so consistent. James is awesome. Like, he always looks great. He was a little bit smooth from the front, but he was razor sharp from the back, which is odd because that never normally happens.
Mm-hmm.
So,
because he was expecting to beat Samson, I would imagine.
I think it's that they've been pretty even. Between them, I think it's been quite even in terms of who's beaten who.
Well, Samson has beat James twice in the pros, and I said to AJ in the intro that James beat Samson in the amateurs when he did the British finals. So it's 2-1 really.
Yeah, but sorry, shh, dog. It's fine. One of the squeaky balls.
Is that Chewy? You've got squeaky balls.
Wicked. Yeah, you got squeaky balls.
Don't need to know that, mate.
Dog name's Cheeky Ball.
So yeah,
the dog's got sorry,
I can just see him like out the corner of my eye going for this fucking ball. We're on air. What are you doing?
Come on, guys.
So yes. So with James, I don't think he's ever beaten Samson as a pro, has he?
No.
Okay. I love James. I don't think he's going to beat Samson again, just because Samson's just gone, and he's only going to get better from here. One thing I think Samson should do is hire a more seasoned veteran coach, someone who has an eye for that last little bit.
Right.
That's where it's the difficult part. It's easy to get lean. It's very difficult to get shredded, and it's very difficult to peak. So I think if he gets somebody to just help him with that, maybe the last 3 weeks, I think he'll be pretty incredible.
Yeah, I think I'd love to see a really dried. The thing is, it's trying to maintain that roundness and fullness that he's just put on, because like we've looked at some sort of relaxed shots of Samson, and he just looks so good. He looks so round. You think, I would love to see him come in dry and full, which I know you all want to do, but easier said than done.
It's like he needs another year just to marinate in that muscle to hold it and get it to stick.
Yeah.
And then next year, if I just go all out condition, and it will hold. So. And
he's another big guy like you in the open that can do a vacuum.
Yeah, he was actually one of the guys that made me want to do a vacuum.
Oh, really?
About 4 people: Samson, Jason Hart, Derek Lunsford, and Jose Raymond. I was like, Megan will do vacuum.
Shit. Oh, you're frozen.
So I learned it.
Yeah.
So what about Samson for years? It's amazing.
Yeah. So what about the other guys? What about Milan Shadek?
He looked really good. I think he faded quite a lot. He just got soft, but it wasn't like he got soft as in watery. It was like his muscle just deflated a little bit. So when he was flexing, it kind of wasn't hard. I just think he faded because they did work them really hard.
Yeah.
Like they were torturing them. But the whole lineup was great. It was great to see Zach and James Llewellyn up there as well. Zach's still so big. It's crazy. And he actually has brought his legs up a lot. His hamstrings from the rear were really good.
Yeah.
So
I was just pleased to see Zach in really good condition.
Yeah. I mean, it can't be easy to get back up to that level with the injuries he's had and everything he's been through. That has to be like ridiculously hard. So it's pretty incredible.
So what about the other guys like Igor Elez, Ole Christian Varga, Andrea Presti? What do you think of them?
In all honesty, a lot of them I didn't know who they were. They were
Right.
people. These are names I'm not too familiar with.
Yeah.
But like I wouldn't know who they were if I looked at the pictures. But I remember being very impressed with everyone.
Okay.
Everyone was in shape. Everyone was in shape. You know, it was. I remember Lucas Weiler. He's huge, and I think he got overlooked.
You think you said that, didn't you?
I actually had Andrea Presti higher.
Yeah.
You know Andrea Presti, the Italian, and that Lucas Wilder. First, I thought he got overlooked because he didn't get any. There was no comparisons being done.
No, there wasn't.
I'm not sure what was going on. There was nothing. Going on.
Why?
Oh, you got to ask the judges. I don't know why. They didn't do it at all. Not one. So I have no idea. But could he beat Milan? I don't think so.
Yeah, maybe. It's true. I mean, we haven't actually spoken about Nathan in terms of what he looked like yesterday. He was. We haven't spoken about we haven't broken down.
Oh yeah, Nathan. Yeah, he went to.
that guy.
Yeah. Okay, so what do you think about Nathan?
He was peeled. He's still got a lot of density to him. I think.
Is that the best condition you've seen him in?
I would say so.
Yeah, me too.
Great condition.
Me too.
But I don't want to sound like I'm shitting on him, but he is a lot smaller than I've seen him as well. You send him the pants. He kind of looks like he just looks smaller. Almost like he's reverted back to when he won the British. He doesn't look much bigger than when he won the British. I'm sure he is, but he just didn't. He was one of the smaller guys in that top six.
Do you think he sacrificed a bit of overall thickness and fullness for the condition? Because I always felt like Nathan was very lacking in really refinement and detail and condition and in his lower body. Like his quads always looked like they needed a bit more muscle maturity, and I feel like he's got that now.
Maybe. I mean, it certainly paid off. But I think if you're going to go to the Olympia, you need to put that, whatever that size, fullness, thickness you had. I don't think you can go to the Olympia being undersized and be rewarded. I know you have to have the condition, but if he's sacrificing muscle that he's had on stage before, I personally don't think that's a good idea for the Arnold or the Olympia. You know, the bigger shows, it's the best bodybuilding show in the world. You want to bring the most amount of muscle with the condition that you can. So I think he needs to.
That's what I say all the time, but you disagree. But yeah,
Nathan said to me that the one guy he hasn't beaten, the one pro that he has not beaten yet, that he is desperate, really, he's been saying this to me for 2 years, that he really wants to beat, is Dexter. He didn't beat him last year at the Olympia. Dexter was 7th. Nathan was 8th. He's not beaten him yet. Do you think you can beat him this year?
Yes.
You do.
Yes.
Because they've got similar, the sort of long waist, the kind of wide shoulders, similar structure.
Yeah, I think because Nathan's going to match that condition of Dexter, and not taking anything away from Dexter, but he's likely not what he used to be. He's another year older. He's definitely a vampire. But he's, he's had, I think, even from the Arnold, even at the Arnold Australia last year, and even at the Olympia, one of his arms was a little bit downsized.
Yeah.
His legs aren't quite what they used to be. And you've just told me that, which I agree with, that Nathan's legs are more refined and better.
Yeah.
So next to Dexter, that's going to show Dexter's flaws in his legs more. So I think Nathan can beat Dexter now.
Did he say he was 3 pounds heavier?
Yeah, somebody said that Nathan. Well, someone put out there that Nathan was actually 3 pounds heavier at this British Grand Prix than any other, the Olympia or whatever his last show was. They said he was 3 pounds heavier, and I'm not sure of that.
Yeah, I think that's absolute tosh.
Yeah. No, I do. I mean, in fairness, it wasn't. I don't know if it was Nathan that said that. It was someone that said that. So it's obviously circulated. So in fairness, it probably wasn't Nathan that said that. It could.
Well, I mean, I'd love to know what that 3 pounds is. I mean, I guess he hasn't shit himself because it's still in his body. It's 3 pounds of it, and most of it's come out of his mouth already. But he was clearly downsized, but he wasn't the best condition we've ever seen him. So
yeah.
So we can't exactly sit here and be like, that was the wrong decision because he's nailed it. So
yeah, that's not well. I talked to Matt Jensen. He said they're gonna come in condition for this show, and they said they're gonna add size for Olympia and have the same condition.
I actually like this look.
That was the plan, they say.
AJ, I like this look. I like it.
Yeah, but
I like it.
So what magic are they going to perform over the next 11 weeks?
All I know is that fantastic condition. But all I know at Mr. Olympia is the big boys play. You don't win. You don't win nothing at Olympia coming in only condition.
Yeah, I don't see how they can say that he's going to have the same condition and be bigger in 11 weeks.
They say.
I'd be fucking amazing if that's possible. I don't know if it is. Because why wouldn't you have just done that already? If you can be bigger and in that position, why didn't you do that yesterday? So
I tell you what, I was impressed by the fact, because he'd had a leg injury, didn't he, from front squatting. The fact that his lower body was the best it's ever been, and he's had a quad injury.
Do you know what? Maybe that actually was a blessing in disguise, because maybe the injury forced him to back off leg training a little bit, because he's very strong. He trains legs hard.
Yeah.
He had to back off. That allowed his legs to kind of come through a bit.
Yeah.
So less inflammation. Maybe that did him a favour. But yeah, his legs look really good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's but yeah, I don't. I mean, he's definitely smaller. Not smaller. Like, not even streamlines again, the wrong word. He's just not as big. But he's just not as big and thick and round and bubbly.
Well, when you compare it to how he looked at the New York Pro, he was just big and full and just bursting. And then he did the Cali Pro, and he said he was 7 pounds lighter. But he was his physique looked completely different. He's somebody that can change very quickly. He can bring a lot of different looks. Like, even if you saw, I couldn't believe the difference from the second day, the Saturday at Olympia, than from the Friday. I thought he looked amazing on the Friday at last year's Olympia, and then he completely faded by the second day. I think he said it was because he wasn't getting the call-outs, and I think it left him a bit disheartened. But I was surprised at how much he faded by the second day. So it shows that he can change his physique for the better or worse considerably.
The other thing about Nathan is he's very consistent. He's always on.
Yeah.
Even when he's off, he's still on.
Yeah.
And people give him shit like, oh yeah, Nathan was soft. But he wasn't. He's still harder than everyone else.
Yeah.
He's just not Nathan the Asha what we're used to. So but he's still always in shape. I've never seen him off. So you can't take that away from him. Yeah. So we all know in 11 weeks he's going to be on.
Yeah. So what about you then? How's the prep going for the Olympia? Are you excited? Is the training going well?
It's all going really, really well. I mean, I've got a bit of a weird knee injury at the moment that just came out of nowhere, and I only really discovered it today because I could barely train legs today. Maybe the dog attacked me in the night. But yeah, so everything's really good. My weights has come down really quickly. Chris is pushing me pretty hard, harder than he did for the Arnold, because I was like, look, I want to make my Arnold look. I want that look. I want to make that look fat.
Okay.
And he was like, yeah, sweet, let's do it. So, because it's the Olympia, I have the muscle, and I need if I'm gonna make an impact, I need to just be inside out.
So if you're saying that you could be ready in, say, 2-3 weeks, like for Tampa or something like that, you're going to be looking pretty much close to Olympia ready, like not on the day, but you're going to be...
So put it this way, I mean, I'm about... only because I looked at this morning, my pictures from this morning versus like the week out from the Arnold, there's not a lot in it.
Really?
I reckon I can get to that look within 2 weeks.
Wow.
And then dry out from there, because I was so surprised how much I came in that final week.
Yeah.
So I think I can get to that kind of pre-peak look within the next 2 weeks.
Right, and you're just going to try and hold it and just try and get the skin as thin as possible?
Yeah, I mean, that's what Chris is very good at. He's keeping people in shape and not pushing them too hard.
Yeah.
What it's very weird, because it's like, so after the Arnold, all the shows, I just kind of stopped bodybuilding. I went cold turkey, just did nothing for about 4 or 5 weeks. Mm-hmm. And I barely ate, I just was like, I'm sure I just have a rest. And I went up to like 290, 295. I trained a little bit. I ate when I was hungry. If I wanted a pizza, I'd eat it. Didn't overeat and looked really shit. And then as soon as we went back on the diet, within 2 weeks, I think I lost 18 pounds in 2 weeks. And I just...
Really?
Yeah, it's just my body just went straight back to what it was.
Because you could see, I mean, like body power, you're like a little bit softer and stuff. But then I saw that picture of you yesterday on stage, and it was like, I know, it was just I was like, freaking hell, he's coming quick.
It's because I don't think I wasn't out of shape for that long, and because I didn't starve to get in shape for the Arnold, it wasn't like everything I ate just held on. So and my body's still really responsive. I feel really fresh, and in that time I had my blood work done as well, and it came back probably 98% perfect.
Really? Yeah,
I was so surprised.
So no, that's very good, especially when you got an Olympia prep coming up and you're going to really push your body,
Well, no, I tell you what, I wasn't surprised. I wasn't expecting to be that good.
Right.
Because with Chris, he's not very aggressive with anything, and I use a fuck ton of health supplements.
Right.
So I was actually, but they were better than I was expecting. When I showed Chris, he was like, "Oh wow, great."
Yeah.
So my body's just responding really well. I feel good. And I definitely think if Tampa ends up being on the cards, I can probably beat my Arnold look even at Tampa. So,
Wow.
So I was on stage. So on stage at the Arnold, I was probably like 254, 255.
Yeah.
It's 267 today.
Wow.
The lightest I've been is 263. And I was 260 when we landed in Ohio. So I'm literally 6 pounds away from being that.
So
I mean, we'll see. But I mean, I'm in a really good place, especially for the Olympia, and I'm complaining. So, and like I said, if I need to jump into a show, Tampa is certainly something that I can do if I need to.
Yeah. So let's go back to, I mean, what you said to me before the Arnold. You said, Giles, I'm telling you now, I'm going to make top 6 at the Arnold.
Yeah.
I interviewed you at the Arnold competitors, whatever, thingy on the Thursday, and you were like, and you actually can see me the interview going, I'm going to make top 6, and I'm going, well, the good thing is you're here, or something like that. I was like, well, good for you. Well, as long as you look your best, that's all that counts. And then you went and got...
the second part that counts.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, good. Well, don't be disappointed if you don't make top 6.
That's what everyone was like. It was funny, actually. I was like, I'm going to be top 6, and everyone was like, yeah, all right then, mate. And then after I got top 3, all the officials come to me, like, you can be Mr. Olympia. I was like, well, this has changed, hasn't it?
Moving up. So, do you know what I'm leading on to?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what's Luke Sandow's prediction for where are you going to place this Olympia?
I think top 10's likely.
Yeah, that's
top
fine.
6 is my goal.
Okay.
Top 6 is your goal.
Yeah, fuck it, why not? Like,
Yeah.
Why not? Like,
It's a top 3 Arnold.
Well, I'm not going to make the same mistake twice.
I'm working towards top 4. That's my, like. It sounds ridiculous even when I say it.
Yeah.
But I have to believe I can do it. Otherwise, it's kind of pointless.
So, in your mind, when you're training and stuff, who in your mind are you looking to take it to step over, to take out, to make? Because obviously you can say top 6, you can say top 4, but you've got to have an idea in your mind of who you want to take out.
I think I can take everyone out. I don't think I can beat Brandon. I don't think I can beat Roden, and I don't think I can beat Bonac.
Okay.
Because everyone else is fair game.
I noticed you didn't mention Rowley, but then Rowley you beat at the Arnold, didn't
You
you?
beaten Rowley, and I know, and it's like, and I don't.
But can you beat the in shape Rolly though?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Why not?
No, that's
Like,
why I asked. Yeah.
I think I can. It sounds stupid me saying this, and I really don't mean it to sound cocky. I just have to believe it, otherwise it's hard.
You have proved
Yeah, but Luke, you had to have this approach when you did the Arnold, and I was like, yeah, whatever, mate, top 6, good for you.
And he's proved it. With
And
the
you
top
did it.
3,
Yeah. So you
top 3 at Arnold, and also the with the brutal muscle thing.
Yeah.
With the good guys like Ben Chow in your corner.
Yeah.
With
Redcon.
Aaron Singerman, with
Redcon.
Redcon, supporting you. He's living the lifestyle like a proper professional.
Champion mindset.
Every show he's there at shows promoting himself, meeting fans.
This was something I said to myself after California last year, but when I started my Arnold prep, it's like I have the opportunity now to live the life that I want to live. I've been given an opportunity that doesn't get given to really anyone.
Yeah.
I have earned it, but I have this opportunity now, and I'm not going to fucking waste a second of it.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to be like 80 years old and look back and be like, I wish I did a bit better. I wish I tried harder. No. I consider what I have now as a gift, and it's like I've had people in this industry that know far more than me tell me things about my potential, and if there's even the slightest chance that is possible, I'm going to do everything I can to get there.
Yeah.
I'm not going to waste any opportunities. I'm not going to waste any time. I don't want to make any enemies or anything. I just want to do what I have to do, no matter what it is, to get there. And I like I said, I've been given this life, and I'm not going to fucking squander that.
Good.
So every day, I have a list of things that it has to be done that day to make that day as good as possible.
Okay.
So when I go to bed, I look back and I say, I have ticked off every single thing for that day. So if I keep doing that every single day,
Yeah.
the Arnold Classic place happens.
If you've got to have a goal to be able to work towards, to be able to aim up, haven't you?
Yeah. So it's like even in my training, like after the Arnold, I was really objective with which body parts needed focus.
Mm-hmm.
And so I've made some tweaks to my training, and already in my pictures I can see improvements in those areas already.
Yeah.
So I think even at the Olympiad, my actual physique would be better.
Yes.
So even if you look between like the Indy Pro last year versus the Arnold, I put on tons of muscle in the right places, and that was only 7 months. No, sorry, it was about like 10 months.
Yeah.
And also, and for about 4 months of that, I was in contest prep, and another 2 months I was resting after California. So I didn't really have that much time to put them on, but I did because I focused on it and I made that the priority, and that's what I've done this time. And it's just working with Chris, it's just so easy. He sends me the diet, and I just do it. So whatever he tells me to do, I just do it.
So we're definitely going to see the best version of you at the Olympia this year.
Yes,
100%.
100%. Because it would be. I mean, imagine. Everything I've just said, and I turn up looking shit. What a novel I look. So, I'm excited because it's. Yeah, good. I mean, every day I'm like, this is mental. Because my Arnold Classic medal's is the only medal I've got in the house. My Australian Arnold medal. And I come downstairs and I see it every day, and I'm just like, what the fuck? I just, it's And the only other trophy in my house, I have a second place UK BFF regional trophy from 2015.
Oh, wow.
Second out of 2.
Who beat you there?
I can't remember now. Because I looked wank. And then I have my Arnold Classic third place medal, and I just think, I've done that in 3-4 years.
Yeah.
So don't stop.
It's incredible.
So like I said, my mind's good, my health's good, everything's in a nice place. So I just got to keep making sure I make every single day between now and the Olympia count. That's all I can do.
One final question before we let you go, Luke.
Yeah.
Are we going to see you at Strength Asylum next Thursday? Or
no, because I'm going to be at Muscleworks Orpington.
Oh, you're going to be at that one? Okay, on the Friday.
That's where I train every day.
Right, so it's probably more likely we're going to see you there then.
Yeah, because I could go to Strength Asylum. It's
you're going to stalk us, aren't you? You're going to follow us around on the tour.
Yeah, I'm just going to be at the bus window, knocking on, Phil.
It's him again, Phil.
We need to get some pictures of a post down with Phil Heath and Luke Sandoe.
Yeah. Sure.
Is he going to train with me or not? Have you asked him?
I can ask him.
Because he won't, will he? He won't. He's too scared.
Get cocky now. He's learning the smack talk.
Wait. Say that one more time. He's what? Phil Heath is too?
Hasn't he? I thought he recently had surgery again.
No, there's no surgery.
No surgery. No, he's all healthy
and
beefy. And he's coming to the UK to kick your ass.
He's 270 now.
Is it? He did look massive at body power. Yeah, I would love to train with Phil just because I think it'd be cool to learn something different. Because I know for a fact he trains nothing like me, and he's been Mr. Olympia 7 times. So
what's your message to Nate and the Asha for this Olympia before we end it?
You just put me on the spot there, mate. I don't know. Fuck, you should have asked me this before the show, and I could have come out with something really witty.
I did, and you said, I'm going to tell him.
Give him 20 seconds to think about it.
20 seconds of just dead air.
Did it?
His reign's over.
Oh! Okay. As what?
UK's number 1. Well, not UK, let's say England, because we can't, because Flex Lewis as well, she can, you can sit this one out.
Don't want to get Flex's knickers in a twist.
It would just like Welsh kick me or something.
Yeah. All right then, Luke. Well, really appreciate you coming on and giving us a little rundown from the show.
Always fun.
And it's great seeing as a little bit outsider from the UK to see what's going on. To not only see how far, because I remember 2017, you did your debut at Arnold Classic, rookie, and I was like 16, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I was like, why are they hyping this guy so much? And then now we see why, and it's really good to see.
Yeah, it's that word potential has been thrown at me so much it annoys me.
Yeah, but now it's out. Now it's fulfilled.
And since that time, he's gained about 40 pounds of muscle and a very cool beard.
Arnold Classic top 3 though.
Yeah,
but Arnold Classic top 3.
I just think British bodybuilding is just phenomenal.
Yeah, it's good right now. It's really good.
Yeah.
And I think the rivalry between Nathan and I is good fun. It's good for the sport. Mm-hmm. And at the end of the day, after the Olympia, we're both going to shake each other's hand, have a bro hug, and be like, "See you next year, mate." And that'll be it.
Yeah, bringing out the best in each other, mate. Bringing out that fire.
Yeah, but until then, it's fucking on. So bring it.
Yeah.
Look at those dead eyes, those cold eyes. Like,
I'm knackered.
Terminator. It's a Terminator eyes. He's actually going to fall asleep now.
You just edit them to glow red.
Yeah.
It's good, man. It's good. It's going to be a great Olympia.
Yeah. Press conference is going to be good. It's going to be great at the those call outs and the judging.
Who's going to translate for Nathan at the press conference?
Well, he's... Yeah.
Did you just bite your tongue, Giles?
Fine.
Yeah, no, it's going to be good fun. So.
Yeah, be good, really good. All right then, Luke. All the best for the prep, mate, and I'll see you next week at Muscleworks Orpington.
If you
If you want to train with me, mate, I mean, I'm the substitute.
No, I am scared of that. I am scared of that. You're the substitute.
You are scared of that,
I'm
okay.
scared of that. You'll bust out your suit. Are you going to be wearing a suit?
I'm going to be wearing these pants.
What, over the top of the suit? Like,
Yeah, over the top of the suit.
Captain
Yeah,
Under-
yeah.
Nice.
He doesn't get British humour, Luke. He just doesn't get it. He doesn't get it at all. He's like bewildered.
He probably thinks we're genuinely being serious.
Well, I am being serious.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Anyway, on that note, thank you very much for having me.
Yeah.
Where can people follow you at, and how can they get in? Yeah, where can people follow you?
What, do you want me to give out my address?
Instagram name.
So my Instagram is just Luke Sandoe, and then on Facebook I have a page that I don't use called Luke Sandoe IFBB Pro. So just the Instagram, it all links together. I have Twitter as well, but I don't know where
You have Twitter too.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever used it. I just followed people. I just followed Donald Trump. I'm like, what's this?
All right then, Luke. I shall. We'll see you next week then, mate.
See you soon.
See you.
Cheers, buddy. Bye bye. I was completely lost in that. That was brilliant. That was.
Chris, was this pre-planned by Giles and Luke? Very impressed.
You impressed? Told you.
This I couldn't, but
you didn't get the old toilet roll joke.
No.
Okay.
Well, we have Samson on.
Yeah. Good episode, this one.
Let's just see what Nathan answers back. Because we're gonna have. I love this. We're in the middle of the beef. We creating beef, bro.
Well, it's hype. It's not even just hype. It's like he said. Rivalries bring out the best in each other. And like he said, we'll all be shaking hands after the Olympia, and then it's. But for right now, it is on. This is it. Feeling it, AJ, aren't you?
Really feeling it. I want you to cut it off so I can talk to you off camera.
Okay.
Yeah. Good one.
Okay.
I hope you like it. Episode 27.
27. Blah, blah, blah.
High tech.
And we are out. And welcome back to MD Global Muscle Radio here at the Pump Meter Studios, joined by my co-host AJ, all the way from Norway, and we're joined by
five-time pro winner Nathan the Asha.
Nathan, congratulations on winning the British Grand Prix, mate. It was fantastic. How do you feel?
Cheers, buddy. I feel good, man. It was a good show. Probably, one of the best pro shows put on in a long while. Ian done himself and the business guys proud. The show was literally out of this world, mate. He said we're going on a 5. We went on a 5. He said we were finishing at 6:30. We finished at 6:30. The show was run smooth, and if you've never been to a bodybuilding show before and you went there, you'd want to be in one,
Yeah.
It was fluent. The standard was good. The crowd was good. It was loud, energetic. So, big up to Ian, Two Bros, Bob Chickalo, IFBB, putting on an awesome event. I loved it.
Yeah, I think that I was chatting to Matt. I've been chatting to your coach on WhatsApp. I think that's the best condition I've ever seen you bring.
Yeah, man, the condition was good. I stated myself, people say it was 3 pounds, it was 3 kilo heavier. I was 247.6 pounds. Okay. For this show. If you watch my Olympia documentary, I'm on stage at 241.6 pounds.
Really?
And that's on the video. So people say I downsized. I don't know what that means to me. Scales don't mean bullshit. Don't mean shit really. But my scales I used at Olympia were the same ones I used on Sunday. Yeah. And it stated I was 6.2 pounds heavier.
So let's put some perspective at when you won the British finals, when you got your pro card 2014, you were 99 kilos, so that's 218 pounds. So what were you again on Sunday?
247.6.
So that's 30 pounds heavier.
So it's true then. He gained. Yeah. Okay. So let's let that out. Yeah, what a fantastic showing, Nathan. The crowd. I was at the event. The crowd was going when Nathan and Samson did their. Oh, it was fantastic. fantastic. The crowd, Nathan, the crowd. Can you feel the love from the crowd?
Yeah, man. I felt the love. It was good, to be on home soil. You get to bring a lot of fans, and you get to bring your own crowd to the show. And we brought a good few Scousers down, as you were there yourself. They were going crazy. They were drunk. They were drunk. They were loving it. Yeah. And for some of them, it's their first bodybuilding show. And now they've got the bug to want to do a show. Yeah. And I think that's what it's about, really. Just bringing an atmosphere there. I've never seen an atmosphere like that in a long while, compared to the New York Pro last year, because they were all behind one. But this year, to be behind all the English guys, even the guys that come from my gym were screaming for the other English guys. It was a lovely atmosphere. Energetic. You want to get excited being on stage, but you have to keep it professional and just stay and keep the course.
So that post you put on your Instagram, the Prophecy Performance Center, there was a big a group shot. I think you were all at a restaurant. Was that after the show? Was that everyone that came from the gym to the show?
No, that was just some of them. That was the ones who just came on the minibus.
Shit.
We had a few carfuls. They all had to go home for work. Yeah. That was the ones who posted at the restaurant was the ones everyone who was just drinking. The rest of them had to work the next day, so they all shut off. There's like another 15 or 20 more.
So I sent you a message this morning because I was counting up your wins, and I was like, "There's definitely 5 wins," and I missed one out. Me and AJ could not recall. And you sent me a message and you listed them, and it was the Toronto 2016, Ferrigno 2016, Cali Pro 2018, New York Pro 2018, British Grand Prix 2019, and you said you're going for 7. What did you mean by that?
I'm going for 7 wins, man. There's no point being a bodybuilder and not winning shows. I go to Vancouver. I go to Vancouver on Tuesday, and then from Vancouver I will fly straight from Vancouver to Portugal, and just go from there. I want to be down as a legend in the sport. Yeah. And Dexter's won 30 shows. Well, would won 30 shows by the time he wins Tampa. If I can get 7 in 3 years, that's good. That's good enough by my standard. Yeah. Whether to talk about his shit or not, but 7 pro wins in 3 years. Some people out there have done more pro shows than me. I'm not even won 1.
Yeah. So you wanted to shut it down right to the Olympia, because I think everyone wants to see you in that top 6 at the Olympia this year. So you're going for more pro shows.
There's enough time to shut it down to be best.
Right.
My physique. Some guys have one-hit wonders a year. My physique can just keep going and going and going. I know that I've got a few more shows in me, so I will do, these 2, hopefully, touch wood. Then I'll do the Olympia. Then I'll do the shows after the Olympia. Yeah.
We're going to have Matt Jensen on next episode. Then we can talk about more the game plan. But it's very important. It's strange why people will say who's the debate and who's best in England and all. It's proven. It's like it's facts.
It's proven and it's facts, right? I'll put an end to it here. This is for Luke Sandoe. I'll put an end to it here, right? And this is what it comes down to. You can use my name for fame to get yourself hype as much as you want. You will never get next to me because you're not good enough to get next to me. Not being arrogant and not disheartened either. You had a chance last year at Cali before you passed out. You passed out. You have a very, very short memory. It was me and Matt Jensen was the first people to ask about him. And then all of a sudden he then gets third at at one of the weakest Arnolds ever. And all of a sudden he's hyped up, right? So I don't mind a bit of hype. It's okay, but stay in your own lane. You got third. You went to Indy at a week Indy show, and you got 5th or 6th. So you may want to call. He may want to say he's the best in Britain. At the end of the day, 5 pro show wins proves who's the best in Britain. You had a chance. He had a chance to get next to me, to Samson, to Zach, to James Hollingshead, to James Llewellyn, but he shit his pants. He said shit comes out of my mouth. Well, I put my name down on paper. I fulfilled what I said. I was my end of the bargain, my end of the deal, and so be it. But Luke didn't do his. He will be very, very lucky to even go to Olympia on points as of now. Because the Vancouver Pro is down as a second-tier show. Sadiq has, 11 or 12 points? So Sadiq can knock him off, right?
Milan Sadek.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So he can knock him off.
But but Cedric's out, isn't he? He's not doing the Olympia.
I don't know. Cedric, nobody knows, Cedric, like, he comes and goes.
Yeah.
But Luke wants to get on his high horse and say he's the best in Britain. So be it, and he wants to be disrespectful and do a most muscular yesterday, then so be it, because end of the day, that's the only time he's going to ever feel a first place medal, in my eyes. So you can talk as much crap as you want. Yeah. You can be nice to me on stage and say it's cool, and then you can come on your TV show, your show, and diss me, so be it. But they say at downsized. The scale say otherwise. The judges say otherwise. And at the end of the day, outside of the Olympia, Luke has done more pro shows than me, and he's not got a first place. I have 5. I'll keep rubbing it in there. 5. So that says something for my physique. It's not. If it's about mass, then why does Dexter just keep smoking everyone at the age of what he is? It's not. It doesn't come down to mass. There's a lot of aspects within bodybuilding that just that perceives it. If that's the case, why isn't he winning it? Luke gets in shape once a year, twice a year if he's lucky, and all of a sudden he's on the high horse. So like I said, he wants to use my name for fame and get likes, then keep using it, because at the end of the day, as of now, you won't hear Luke Sandoe's name come out of Nick Van Dash's mouth, because it's a bit boring. You had a chance to battle me and James and Samson for the best in Britain, and you caved, So that's it. Remember, people have very, very small memories. And, what else to say besides I'm a 5-time British pro winner?
Yeah. So what was your reaction, your feeling when that happened? Did you know that he was going to be presenting the sword to you for the first place? Did you know that was going to happen? Did you feel was that set up or?
I don't know. I don't think it was set up. I think Ian might have wanted him to feel a first place trophy because he knew he was never going to feel one. But maybe Ian was just being nice to him because Ian's a nice guy. But I didn't know that. Luke seemed to be polite to me on stage. Mm-hmm. He was cool, said everything's okay. And then, he comes on here and, tries to say whatever. And, kind of, in my aspects, and a lot of pro bodybuilders who have messaged me, posing next to the winner when you're off season is slightly disrespectful. I know we're looking for likes on Instagram, but that's what it is, You want to be disrespectful, dig your own grave, and come next to me when you feel you have the chance to, because my place is booked for Olympia. Mm-hmm. My contract is signed, and I will go there on a pro win. I won't go there on points, because at the end of the day is that if you can't beat the guys, then don't go there. Mm-hmm. In my eyes, the Olympia is the elite of the elite. If you have not won a pro show, you don't deserve to go there. Mm.
Are you looking forward to the press conference at the Olympia?
Yeah, man. If Bob gives me the mic, me, I talk a little bit of shit. So if Bob gives me the mic, I'll talk a bit. But the feedback was as of Wednesday. As of Sunday. My condition was good. Yeah. My hamstrings came up, my back's come up. The only thing that I need to work on is a bit more back width now, mm-hmm. and I can handle top 4. Mm-hmm. So the feedback I got was good. I believe I can get slightly better condition for Olympia and a little bit bigger. Matt has the game plan, so I believe and trust in the process, and as of now it's worked. And I think a lot of the guys who've seen the condition actually in the flesh for on Sunday rather than pictures would know what it was like, because the condition was fucking good, man. It was hard.
For me, the biggest improvement straight away was I felt like maybe it was a mature muscle maturity thing, but I felt like you lacked detail in the lower body, real fine detail, and I feel like this show you've proved that, you've shown that now. So I've never seen that level of, like, in your glutes, your hamstrings, the calves, the quads. I mean, there was definitely a step forward in that area for me.
Yeah, that was the feedback I got last year. I need to bring them up, And I take criticism well. If someone disses you, then obviously you don't take it well. But if someone says like you're saying now, Nathan, you need more detail on your hamstrings. That's criticism. I take that well. I'll go back. I'll go with my team. I'll reflect on that. We'll work on that. Because at the end of the day, we can only improve. No one's perfect. And as you've seen on my Instagram, I posted pictures from Olympia to now. And you can see the difference. So you can see that the weight's changed. You can see that the size has changed, and the conditions changed. So just putting progress pictures like that proves that I believe that we're heading in the right direction. Matt knows what he's doing, and my team at the gym know what they're doing as well.
I was surprised to see, because didn't you have a quad injury?
Yeah, the first week of prep, I tore my calf.
Your calf?
4 weeks in, then I tore my abductor.
Oh shit!
And then I had the eye problem as well.
Yeah.
This prep wasn't easy, But I promised Ian and everyone that I would do the British. I'm a man of my word. So if I said I'll do it, and that's whether I would look like a bag of dicks on stage. I would have kept to my word and I would have done it. But I made sure, like I said, that would be the best Nathan you would ever see as of yet. And again, I stuck to my word. And people were saying, Is he chatting shit? What's he going to do? But, when I reveal the package, AJ, you were there, man. What do you think?
Listen, imagine we talk to a lot of people on this show, and they drop out of show for every little thing. Girl problems and whatever. Nathan had the eye thing. You almost got blind, didn't you?
Yeah. Almost lost my sight on my left eye.
The leg problems. We couldn't see injuries. We could see nothing on stage.
We've really looked at the pictures.
People, I'm not from the UK, but when some people outside try to say Nathan doesn't show respect, he did the show with all this going in because he promised Ian to do it.
Yeah.
He showed up. He was in his best condition of his life, weren't you?
Yeah, I believe so, man.
His life.
That was definitely his best condition.
And you could tell no injuries in his legs. And the crowd was going nuts for Nathan. And his family was there with the pictures. And now he's doing 2 more shows.
Yeah, man, 2 more.
Yeah.
I've signed the contract for Vancouver. So that's 100% go ahead. Flights booked, hotels booked. The only thing that's waiting is the Portugal one, and we'll see how we look on a week Sunday. But as of now, the game plan is to go and do Portugal.
So if Nathan the Asha wins both shows, he will have the best season of 2009 bodybuilder of the year.
Of all, yeah.
So,
yeah, man. So.
He's smiling.
Because it's not about.
I'm good, man. People. What annoys me is the main thing. I talk a bit of shit, but I don't disrespect nobody. It's just friendly banter back and forth. This year I didn't really do it because people got a little bit butt hurt last year. So I held it in, and I think that's the Scouser within me. We have a little bit of banter within ourselves, and that's our charisma. But people say, Nathan, you're disrespectful. You do this, you do that. Well, end of the day, a lot of people don't show me respect. I don't ask for respect, but if you get a pro in, respect that, rather than come on saying, oh, he needs this, he needs that. Give the guy credit where credit's due. And it doesn't infuriate me. It just annoys me a little bit when you win a show and no one gives you credit for it. To where other guys come second, third, fourth, and they get credit. But because I talk a bit of smack, it is what it is. But end of the day, I stick to my word, and my shit talk, come on stage, it either puts me down or brings me up, and every time, it's upheld to what I'm going to say. Basically, I told everyone I was the best in Britain. Flex Lewis doesn't come because he lives in America, so so I'm number 1. So Luke can call himself number 2. End of the day is that 5-time pro wins, baby. I was gonna come on your show with 5 medals. and off, but end of the day, it's my neck's only thin right now, and the trophies are heavy. So it's five pro wins. I didn't get a third. I didn't get a fourth. I didn't get a fifth. 5 pro wins.
To Luke Sandoe, the only thing that you said that I little disagree with, that it was a good Arnold Classic though. It was a good a good Arnold Classic.
Bro,
It was good.
Okay, listen. Let's put this way. Right, I put it like this.
Yeah.
I have beat one of the best rollies on the right.
Yes.
Rolly may have got the win, but I have beat one of the best rolly winklers, right?
In Prague.
And that's people. Yeah, Prague. You know a smoked rolly, right? Prague. That was one of the best rolly winklers you'll ever see.
Yeah.
He was better than Olympia, and I beat him, but he got the nod, right? Rolly at Ohio.
He was sick.
Was not even 50%, 60%.
Yeah.
He goes to Australia 2 weeks later, improves by 5%, and then beats Luke. So the Arnold wasn't the standard. Everyone was off, man. So your third place to me doesn't even count. Come back to the Arnold when everyone is on point. And then talk your smack. But Luke's memory is very short, because since that, not just me, everyone, not just me. A lot of people think since he got his third, he's on his high horse, so he's digging his own grave. Let him be. End of the day is keep humble, stay where you're from, stay true to you. I stay true to me because I talk a bit of shit all the time, so I just carry on doing that. But stay in your own lane, brother.
Well.
Joss, yeah.
No, from a point of view, I'm just excited there is some hype for the Olympia, because I'm not feeling a huge amount of hype between Roden and Dexter, Bonac and Rowley. I'm heard nothing so far. Maybe it's going to ramp up now, because now guys are starting to post their progress pictures. But to be honest, as a fan,
these guys are not of our generation. They're not into the banter, the old school. They want to hide and not post nothing.
Yeah, but they sell tickets, Nathan. It sells tickets, mate. It sells tickets.
I know what you're saying, man. Yeah. I get that, and that's why the Olympia, put on all the classes on at the show, which is a massive respect. They sell tickets.
Yeah.
But people don't want to do that. Like me, I just talk shit. Like people ask me, Ian asked me realistically, where do you think you place in Olympia, and where should I place in Olympia? And every guy you've had on your show, I said the place in top 5. Every motherfucker is top 5. Yeah, so I made to place myself fucking 15th or 16th. Not from me saying top 5. Right. You've got Della Rosa, you've got Sandoe, you've got Rowley, you've got all these guys who are top 5. It's like 15 man going in top 5. So they all want to say going top 5. But truth be told, if they're honest with themselves, they're not. And me, I believe I can. Anywhere between 6 and 3. That's what I believe I can pull.
Well, yeah. I mean, 2017, I had you. I've said this in the wrap up. I had you swapped with Sean Roden that year. I had you 5th, and I had Roden 7th.
Yeah.
So I think is you came 12th, 7th, 8th. We want to see you in the top 6 now. I think that's really the next, because especially if you're going in with 5, 6, 7 pro wins, that really is the next step up for you now, to be acknowledged as a top 6 Olympia guy.
Yeah, if I can, the goal basically would be to get top 5. Yeah. It would be, because to get to the whole year off. Yeah. But then even then, I wouldn't take the whole year off. I'd still compete, whether at the beginning of the season or the end of the season, because I'm an athlete, man. I like to compete, whether it's the first tier show, second tier show, or third tier show. I'm privileged, to be sponsored by Muscle Meds. These guys pay for my flights. So, and Jed Noor my clothing sponsor, pay for my flights also. So, I'm honoured and privileged to get a chance to fly around the world. Yeah. So as an athlete of the sport, I compete, mate. I compete as much as I can. And so even if I get top 5 this year, you'll still see me on the circuit, early next year or mid next year, because just compete. I'm not, I've got my target, what age, I want to walk away from the sport. It's not a long time, but I want to achieve what I've got set out for myself. Be around and just have fun with it, And I believe, speaking to the judges, I believe I can get top 5.
Yeah.
Because for the simple fact is that without being disrespectful, Sean Roden is Mr. Olympia, you know, and I believe Brandon's going to challenge for that. But if you wanna challenge Sean Roden and Brandon, the next physique after Sean Roden and Brandon is me. You know, you have to put me in there. Why? Because you know you have Bonac, who's big but he's a bit blocky, right? Mm-hmm. You either have Rowley winning the Olympia, or you have Rowley out of the top 6, because you can't have Sean Roden first, and then like a Rowley second, and me and Brandon third and fourth, because it doesn't run consecutive. If that makes sense, you know, it's like, why do we go for aesthetics and then a mass monster and then aesthetics? Mm-hmm. Do you know what I mean? You got to have consistent. So I believe, you know, Sean done everyone a fucking good last year by winning it. And it gives guys, the smaller guys like me, a chance to get in there, you know, and I believe I can get that.
Do you remember you said to me, I interviewed at San Marino in 2017, and you said, I like to set myself targets, it motivates me. The one person I've never beat is Dexter. Yeah. Now, Dexter was 7th last year, you were 8th. Is that a motivating factor for you, that you really want to try and beat Dexter? Because then that's the next step up for you, isn't it?
Well, the step originally was to beat Rowley.
Rowley,
it was to beat Rowley, but I don't want to beat Rowley at 75%. I want to beat Rowley when Rowley's on and I'm on. And then you can say, listen, you beat him. Yeah. I don't want to beat someone when they're not on, and then people can say, oh, you only beat him because he was off. No, mate, I want to beat you when you're on and I'm on, and you know, get the credit that's deserved. I don't want to take no one's head by just because they're off. I'd rather beat someone because they're on. And Rowley's my target, and Brandon. You know, that's what I'm shooting for. Every guy wants to win the Olympia. That's what we train for. Everyone, whether it's me, whether it's Luke, whether it's Rowley, whether it's Bonac, everyone wants to win the Sandoe. So that's what I train for, you know. And I've slowly got to creep up the ladder before I can get the nod. And I believe I'm doing that. You know, I'm doing a step in the right direction. You know, I'm doing shows. I'm on the scene, and that's what, you know. Even though sometimes I might present like I'm Mr. Olympia because I curse a lot and, you know, daft things I say. But, you know, in the day, I'm only young. I have fun with the sport, and you know, my outlet. People know what I'm about and how to take me. So, you know, I'm just going with it, man. Just having fun, enjoying it, and that's the main thing for me. So I've got scalps to pick. I believe this year I can beat Dex. You know, there's no Rami in it. I believe I believe, you know, it'll be a close battle between me, Bonac, and Rowley. That's just my opinion. Obviously, my opinion doesn't count for shit. But, you know, that's what I hope to be. And, you know, it could be, you're probably looking at a battle between Brandon and Sean. And that's, you know, that's not me kissing ass or being honest. That's what you know, Brandon's the Arnold Ohio winner. Sean Mr. Olympia. And that's 99% of the time, that's how it turns out. A battle between these two guys. So, you know, good luck to them. If they're off, then, you know, I'm going to be creeping in there, baby. Because I will make sure I am on. You know, I will be harder than Sunday for sure.
I got nothing else. That's it. That's easy. He's answered everything.
Giles, you know Nathan for a long time.
Yeah.
Do you see anything different today? Not about how he looks, just the whole feel.
Yeah.
Do you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the best interview we've done with him. That's the best. Yeah,
man,
that's the best connection I've felt with Nathan ever, and I've interviewed him maybe half a dozen times.
I'm in a good place.
Yeah,
you know,
it comes across. Happy. It comes across, Nathan.
Yeah,
yeah, fair enough.
I'm going to be with family. I'm happy. I got my businesses. I'm happy.
Yeah.
You know, my shows are going good. I'm healthy. I get to do what I want. You know, I put the lid on the whole Sandoe thing. It's finished now. So whoever wants to talk, I won't respond again. But that being said, you know, we're good. We're good to go, and I'm just looking forward to what the future holds, man. And just go with it. You know, I'm enjoying training. You know, I'm just enjoying it. I'm with my friends again. I'm just enjoying every single moment of it. You know, I had a bad prep, but I enjoyed it. You know, took it on the chin. But what else can we do? You know, just keep going with it.
We're gonna end it with people at home. They will see. They will feel the vibe. They will see the results. We got to congratulate you for being the king of England in bodybuilding, Nathan. He is British, you know, and
British number one, baby. British number one.
we're really looking forward for this Olympia. We wish you good luck in Portugal and
Vancouver.
in Vancouver. We didn't know that.
Fantastic.
It was great seeing you on stage yesterday with your family, to see your vibe, to see everything, and we wish you good luck. And we're excited for this Olympia.
yeah, damn
Yeah,
right.
man. Thank you, brother. You know, again, guys, thank you for having me on. I'm honored, you know, basically to let me have my say, get my word across about the whole situation. And again, let's give a shout out to my family for supporting me, friends for coming down, watching me, believing in me when things got hard. Massive shout out to Two Bros for an awesome event. IFBB Pro League for support, and then, you know, Tarek for coming from the US to judge the show. Again, guys, thank you. Couldn't have gone more smoothly. I believe that the British Grand Prix will be a staple now in every pro show, every pro athlete's books to do. How it was ran was awesome. I believe it's going to get better and better and better. If not, it saves a lot for bodybuilding. But, you know, I believe that it will do. And what I hear of Ian, there's going to be more categories, you know. So I believe it's going to get more and more stronger, and British bodybuilding will get better. Whether we have a bit of heat between us or whatever, you know, you're seeing a few guys on stage who are up and coming. I hope Samson and James all the best. James Llewellyn as well for getting on stage, and Zach for the recovery and getting back there, man. So British bodybuilding is getting better. Just keep bringing it, guys, because, you know, we are fucking with the Americans. We're getting there, you know. So
on the rise.
Just keep bringing it, man. Because
imagine next year, though.
We're getting stronger, man. We're getting the Brits. No matter even Luke, man. The Brits are getting stronger. No matter what. Even though me and Luke aren't the best of friends, you know, in the day, you gotta give him respect. Respect's due. You know, the guy. We're all there as a team. We're all there as one. And let's just take over and dominate, and let's just be, you know, whether it's Britain number 1, 2, 3, and 4 in the Olympia, let's just do it and just fucking be happy and get on with it.
And Luke Sandoe versus next year British Grand Prix.
That'd be good.
Because then Luke has to do it.
Yeah. Honestly, though,
you can promise you're going to do it next year,
bro. If you want to put his name in the hat, I will do it.
Drop the mic.
Okay.
The last 5-6 years, what's going on in British bodybuilding? It's very exciting, and it's exciting to get everyone on. And
but there we have it. Nathan said if Luke's doing it, he's doing it.
Okay, well, let's see. Yeah, that'd be great.
Well,
Nathan, thank you so much for coming on, mate. We really appreciate it. Congratulations on your win. All the best with Vancouver and Portugal. That's a real shock. We didn't realize that. We had no idea. So that's you sent me that message, and I was like, "What's he on about? Going for 7? What the hell's he talking about?" So I was like, "So we're driving here, and then you revealed it on the show. So that's a real scoop. So thank you, mate. I appreciate that. So
thank you, buddy.
All the best. Man. And if I don't see you before, we'll see you in Las Vegas.
Just one question. Last question. Arnold Classic. Is that something you would do soon, or?
Yeah, man. It's in the books, brother. I had no intention of doing Arnold ever.
What?
You know, I just had no intention. It just didn't entertain me. Okay. You know, bring back the Hummer and the AP. My black ass is in there. You know what I'm saying? If Arnold wants to bring back. Arnold says bring back the vacuum. Bring back the Hummer. Bring back the AP. My black ass will vacuum. But you know, I had no intention of doing it. But you know, I've made a promise, and I said before, I'm on my word, and there's going to be 2 Arnold Classics on the agenda very soon.
Ooh. Nathan. Okay, Nathan.
Good.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And we'll see you in Las Vegas, buddy.
Take care, bro. Take care. God bless.
Thanks, Nathan. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Oh, there we go. There we go. Wow. Wow. Yeah, that was good. What do you think? I could feel how excited you were.
So I was chilling.
Yeah, you were like, yep, keep going, Nathan.
We got a lot of guests. Yeah. We got to go.
Yeah, we've got to go.
That was episode.
That's the end of episode 27.
I hope you enjoyed it.
Yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. And
Pump Tech. Pump Tech. Why do I always say Pump Tech? High Tech.
Big thank you to High Tech Pharmaceuticals for sponsoring the show. Obviously, Muscular Development, Pump Media there. Chris Clark doing a fantastic job as always.
Ron Harris.
Yeah, Ron Harris.
Steve Blackman.
Yeah, we don't have to give
Jen.
we don't have to reel off the full staff team, but yeah. So hope you enjoyed episode 27. Keep watching, keep supporting, and we'll see you next week for MD Global Muscle Radio and AJ. We are out.